lightning fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
It's looking really good.
Sona moja imetengenezwa kwa njia spesheli ili kupambana na maumivu kwa haraka. Sona moja ina aspirin kama kiungo. Sona moja, kitulizo kamili. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
Mbolea za Mavuno Fertilizers zimetengenezwa mahususi kusaidia udongo na mimea. Zimetengenezwa kwa taaluma ya hali ya juu ya kisayansi. Zaidi ya wakulima 500,000 nchini wanaweza kupata mbolea hizi kwa bei nafuu. Zinapatikana katika maduka ya kuuza pembejeo kwa viwango vya kilo 1 hadi kilo 50. Wakulima ambao wametumia mbolea za Mavuno Fertilizers wamepata ongezeko la mazao yao kwa 30%. Wasiliana nasi leo kwa simu ili kujua mengi kuhusu namna mbolea za mavuno zinavyosaidia kuongeza uzalishaji chakula nchini.
Shushu, wamesema hakuna harusi.
Kwa nini? Hapana, haiwezekani. Mamisa harusi lazima itaendelea. Nani anasababisha harusi?
Coffee. Sababu ya coffee.
Nasema Safaricom iko na 500 MB free kila siku. Sasa tunaweza kustream hii wedo.
Hi Shosho.
You make is the bribes.
Get 500 MB free kila siku and never miss a moment. Dial *544# to activate your offer. Browse bila was on Kenya's best network.
Tangu nianze kutumia Pika cooking oil, hata kabla sijaandaa chakula, kila mtu ataka kuonja. Nikuongeze zingine?
Devki Steel Mills have provided quality building material with the widest range of associated steel products over the last 3 decades. Look for the Devki mark on a widest selling reinforcement, twisted and TMT rebars, which are KBS certified and have the diamond mark of quality. Devki Steel, Kenya's most trusted steel company.
Hi everyone, welcome to the ITEL online launch. My name is MC Jesse.
And we'd like to tell you more about the ITEL brand. New ITEL.
STT series, 6.3 dot notch screen, AI selfie 2.0, gallery draw, 2GB data bundle.
ITEL TV, the earbuds, IFB11 super slim power, the extension strip.
Let's join ITEL to enjoy a better life.
You can now redeem your Bonga points to save for your retirement today through CPF M Pension. To redeem your Bonga points, dial *126#, select Lipa na Bonga points, input the pay bill number 921125 with your ID number as the account number and the amount you wish to send. To open your CPF M Pension account, simply dial *289# and follow the prompts. CPF, fulfilling lives.
Brewpan margarine. New look, same great taste.
Jisot Nabonga is back and it's big. What's your style? Whether it's a phone with a great camera, a phone with all the latest apps, or just a phone with the right price to fit your pocket, we've got you. Jisot Nabonga Style Yako by redeeming your Bonga points for affordable smartphones at unbeatable prices at Safaricom shops and dealers countrywide or on masoko.com. Just dial *126#, check your points balance and go shopping.
This is NTV.
Na marhaba mpenzi mtazamaji, popote ulipo, ni Ijumaa nyingine tena njema, teule na tulivu tunapokutana katika meza ya NTV jioni. Waswahili wanasema zobe na msuwele ni mamoja, akikupaka wanja unampaka pilipili. Tuna mengi ambayo tumekuandalia jioni hii, lakini kama kawaida tuanze kwa vipasho vya siku. Vurumai za kisiasa huko Murang'a za vuruga mazishi ya watu 4 waliofariki kwenye ajali Makueni wiki mbili zilizopita. Raila adokeza uwezekano wa muungano mpya wa kisiasa kabla ya uchaguzi mkuu wa mwaka 2022.
Kama wakazi wa Nalondo, tunaomba tu haki yetu itendeke mahali hapa, ili watoto wetu walindwe, watu wenye wanafanya biashara hapa Nalondo walindwe.
Familia lilia haki baada ya mwana wao kubakwa na kuuawa eneo la Nalondo, kaunti ya Bungoma. Na watu wengine 218 wameambukizwa corona leo, huku 13 zaidi wakifariki kutokana na virusi hivyo.
Mbashara kutoka jumba la Nation, hii ni NTV jioni na Salim Swale.
Naam, bila shaka mtazamaji, ni mubashara kabisa vile vile kupitia mitandao yetu ya kijamii, kwenye Twitter, kwenye vile vile kwenye YouTube na kwenye Facebook @NTV Kenya. Vile vile zungumza nasi moja kwa moja kuhusiana na habari ambazo zitakugusa kwenye jukwaa hili zima la NTV jioni. @Salim Swale 001 ndio Twitter handle yangu, na vile vile kwenye Facebook Salim Swale. Tukianza moja kwa moja, vurumai zimeshuhudiwa katika mazishi ya watu 4 katika kijiji cha Nyahura, eneo bunge la Kangema katika kaunti ya Murang'a, baada ya wafuasi wa wanasiasa wanaoegemea mirengo miwili tofauti ya kisiasa kukabiliana wakati wa hotuba za wanasiasa. Kizaza kilishuhudiwa wakati ambapo mbunge wa eneo hilo Ndindi Nyoro alipokuwa akitoa hotuba yake kwa waombolezaji. Kalton Jama alikunjua jamvi la NTV jioni Ijumaa hii kwa taarifa hiyo.
Utulivu ulitatizika ghafla wakati mbunge wa Kiharu Ndindi Nyoro alipanda jukwani kutoa rambirambi zake mazishini. Inadaiwa walioanzisha vurugu walimtaka Nyoro kumwomba radhi Rais Uhuru Kenyatta, wakidai amekuwa akimkosea heshima. Ni fujo zilizoishia kwa waombolezaji kugawanyika kwa makundi mawili, mrengo unaomunga mkono naibu wa Rais William Ruto maarufu Tangatanga wakimtetea Nyoro, huku wenzao wanaunga mrengo unaojiita kieleweke wakitaka Nyoro asiendelee na hotuba yake.
Na nauliza viongozi wengine wote, tafadhali mtu akiitwa vile tu mimi nilinyenyekea, mwingine akiongea tunanyenyekea tu, mwingine anaongea, kwa sababu mwenye kuamua sio mimi, mwenye kuamua sio sisi, mwenye kuamua ni nyinyi.
Juhudi za baadhi ya waombolezaji kutuliza zogo hilo ziliambulia patupu, huku Nyoro akilazimika kusitisha hotuba yake, huku familia na usimamizi wa mazishi wakiondoa majeneza kwa haraka kuyapeleka kwenye boma la marehemu yalipo makaburi ya marehemu. Hatimaye wanasiasa hao waliomba radhi kwa familia kutokana na vurumai zilizozuka.
It is a shame. We cannot take advantage of the poor. We cannot take advantage of a disaster so that we can earn political mileage. It is even evil.
Kama kuna differences wako nayo, atusilete hapa kwetu. Sisi tuna support viongozi wote, tuna support president wetu, tuna support deputy president, tuna support wote viongozi.
Hakuna mtu wa area hii ameharibu hii mazishi. Ni watu wametumwa kutoka nje ambaye si wa Mogoro ward wakakuja wakaharibu.
Yalikuwa mazishi ya jamaa wanne wa familia moja waliokufa kwenye ajali katika barabara ya Wote kuelekea Machakos walipokuwa wanatoka kulipa mahari wiki iliyopita. Wanne hao waliozikwa ni Duncan Kangethe, mkewe Naomi Wangare, binti yao Tekla Wairimu na mpwa wao. Kaltun Jama, NTV.
Na bila shaka wengi watazamaji wameisha elezea kukerwa kwao na yale ambayo yamejiri katika mazishi hayo. Nasema kwamba wanasiasa wapeleke tabia mbaya katika majukwaa yao ya kisiasa, wawache waombolezaji wakiomboleza bila kubugudhiwa na mambo yao ya kisiasa. Tukisonga mbele na tukitupia jicho taswira ya maambukizi ya COVID-19 humu nchini, idadi ya maambukizi ya corona leo imefikia watu 37,707 na hii ni baada ya wagonjwa wapya 218 kupatikana na virusi hivyo kutokana na sampuli 5,424 zilizopimwa ndani ya saa 24 zilizopita. Jumla ya waliopona hadi sasa ni watu 24,504 baada ya wagonjwa wengine 170 kupata nafuu baada ya kuugua corona. Hata hivyo watu 13 wamefariki chini ya saa 24 zilizopita. Kenya sasa imerekodi jumla ya vifo 682 kutokana na COVID-19. Wizara ya Afya imesema kwamba maambukizi katika baadhi ya kaunti yanatia wasiwasi na kutaka watu kuzingatia kanuni za kudhibiti corona zilizowekwa na Wizara ya Afya. Tuelekee katika kaunti ya Bungoma mtazamaji, ambapo familia ya Maureen Nanjala mwenye umri wa miaka 24 inaomboleza baada ya mwana wao kubakwa na kisha kuuawa usiku wa kuamkia leo. Majirani na familia aidha wamewalaumu maafisa wa usalama kwa kutowajibika. Na Yoma Sampao na mengi zaidi.
Maafisa wa polisi katika kaunti ya Bungoma wameanzisha msako wa kuwatafuta wale waliohusika na mauaji ya Maureen Nanjala. Maureen, kulingana na familia yake, alikuwa ni msichana mkakamavu aliyekuwa akifanya biashara kule Nalondo ili kuweza kuilisha familia yake. Wakazi wamewaelekezea kidole cha lawama maafisa wa polisi wakisema wamezembea katika jukumu lao la kuimarisha usalama.
Kitu ya kushangaza, mahali aliuliwa ni mita karibu 100 kufikia police station yetu ya Nalondo. Mtoto aliuliwa usiku. Saa hii ni karibu saa 5 na matakika ndio askari wanafika kwa scene.
Serikali imetangaza ya kwamba hakuna kutoka nje usiku, curfew. Sasa ninashangaa, curfew hii ni kwa wachache ama ni kwa wote? Mbona hao watu hawakukutana na polisi? Polisi walikuwa wapi?
Wakazi aidha wamelalamika kwamba kumekuwa na ongezeko la visa kama hivyo katika sehemu hiyo.
Watoto wetu wakiuawa wakisema wanaenda kutafuta wanauawa. Sisi tuna huzuni sana kama wamama wakaaji wanalonda ambao tunafanya biashara.
Sasa wameitaka wizara inayosimamia masuala ya usalama kuingilia kati na kutatua shida hiyo, huku wakiwataka maafisa wa polisi wanaohudumu katika kituo cha Nalondo kuhamishwa. Mwili wa Maureen umepelekwa katika chumba cha kuhifadhia maiti cha hospitali ya rufaa ya Bungoma. Na Yoma Sampao, NTV.
Na mtazamaji, turudi tena katika siasa ambapo kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga amesema ripoti ya BBI iko tayari kuletwa, huku akilalamikia kwamba kuna baadhi ya watu ambao tayari wamepanga kupinga ripoti hiyo. Odinga amesema kwamba wanaojaribu kupinga ripoti hiyo ambayo hata bado haijatolewa kwa umma ni wale walionufaika na ufisadi na vile vile ukiukaji wa sheria. Katika kinachoonekana kama kumlenga naibu rais William Ruto, Odinga anasema wanaopinga ripoti hiyo wameanza kuwatia Wakenya woga na wanawahonga Wakenya wakitumia pesa, kando na kuchochea uhasama miongoni mwao. Odinga ameashiria uwezekano wa kampeni kali kabla ya kura maamuzi kuhusu mapendekezo ya katiba ndani ya ripoti ya BBI. Wakati huo huo, ameongeza kuwa ukweli utabainika kati ya walionufaika na ufisadi na wanaotaka mageuzi ya kweli humu nchini.
Those dark forces are already working hard to cause fear and disharmony among our citizens. They are corrupting our people with stolen money, and they are beating the drums of war, all in a bid to scuttle change. We must stop them from dragging the country into anarchy. We must forge new alliances and strengthen existing ones with the aim of getting the country to move forward. Our existing alliance with the reform wing of Jubilee, led by the President, has seen the country move forward in critical areas like fighting corruption and initiating key development projects evenly to more parts of the country.
Mtazamaji, mjadala kuhusu iwapo Rais Uhuru Kenyatta anapaswa kulivunja bunge kutokana na taasisi hiyo muhimu kushindwa kupitisha sheria ya usawa wa kijinsia umeendelea kwa siku nyingine tena. Jaji Mkuu David Maraga leo akiwa katika kaunti ya Kakamega, viongozi waliokuwa wameandamana naye ambapo walikuwa wakikagua baadhi ya miradi ya maendeleo katika kitengo cha mahakama walijaribu kumchokoza, lakini akakaa ngumu, akasema sizungumzie hayo.
Siku chache baada ya Jaji Mkuu David Maraga kuangusha kombora la kisheria na kisiasa nchini, leo alielekea katika kaunti ya Kakamega kwenye hafla ya ukaguzi wa jengo jipya la mahakama. Kabla ya kupanda jukwani, viongozi wa Kakamega waliomtangulia walikuwa na maoni kinzani kuhusu ushauri wake kwa rais wa kutaka bunge livunjiliwe mbali.
We must cultivate a country where women can seek for positions. Those who are living with disability can also seek for positions.
Hata tukienda tena kwa uchaguzi pia tutapata wanaume. Wamama hawatachaguliwa. Kwa maana sisi wamama mara mingi hatuna pesa.
Let us just amend the constitution and remove that thing of two-third gender rule for now and maintain the women representative.
The solution of parliament may not be the answer. The Council of Governors, therefore, has resolved to seek a legal opinion to inform our next course of action.
Kasi ambayo Maraga anacheza na mchezo ambao anaucheza tunaweza sema kwamba tunauona, na sisi kama viongozi lazima tumwambie Maraga kwamba atulize boli.
Lakini Jaji Mkuu alionekana kukwepa swala hilo na badala yake kutoa maono yake pamoja na changamoto ambazo idara hiyo inapitia.
In some court stations where we should be having many officers, we don't have places for them to sit. Those of you who have been to Kitale law courts know that we have serious infrastructure issues there.
Zakis Masame, NTV, Kakamega.
Naam, kuna kipindi ambacho unajaribu kumtongoza msichana na kila unapomwonyesha ishara, unapoashiria huku anapenduka huku. Ndio inavyoonekana ilikuwa katika kaunti hiyo ya Kakamega. Lakini tukisonga mbele, alikuwa mbunge wa zamani wa Gatanga Peter Kenneth leo amekanusha madai kuwa mkutano au ni mikutano yake ya hivi punde na wazee wa jamii ya Gikuyu inalenga kumtawaza yeye kama kiongozi wa eneo la Mlima Kenya kwa nia ya kupiga jeki azma yake ya kisiasa katika siasa za mwaka 2022. Kenneth alizungumza leo alipokutana na wazee wa jamii ya Gikuyu katika eneo la Mlima Kenya, kaunti ya Nyeri, ambapo walifanya tambiko kumtawaza kama balozi wa utamaduni wa jamii ya Gikuyu. Haya yanajiri wakati ambapo siasa za eneo la Mlima Kenya zimechacha, huku ikisubiriwa kwa hamu kujua ni kiongozi yupi atakayerithi mikoba ya uongozi ya Rais Uhuru Kenyatta punde atakapomaliza muhula wake wa pili na wa mwisho mwaka huu wa 2022.
2022 is so far. I think we need to think about this country in the next 1 year. We need to think about this country after the pandemic. And as His Excellency has always told us, let's not politicize. Let's not play politics at the expense of the country.
Hivyo ilikuwa tu maneno ya maombi. Akakuja tukakaa naye,
tukaongea maombi, tukakaa kwa shrine yetu. Kwa hivyo hata mkiona ni miti tupu iko hapa na mnaona ni wazee peke yao. Kwa hivyo wale watu wanapenda kusema ni kukua siasa, hakukuwa siasa.
Naam, mtazamaji, nimekuonyesha tu kidogo katika sehemu yetu ya kwanza. Napata mapumziko mafupi, nikirudi nitakuwa na mengi zaidi katika sehemu ya pili ya NTV jioni. Usibanduke hapo ulipo.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola, taste the simple joys.
Geisha shea butter and honey, made with the goodness of shea butter to moisturize dry skin.
Be strong and last long.
So vile nasema, wacha nikubatie statistics. Niko na gamia 1,500. Tunakuwa drapo gamia na kuwa 6,000. 2,000 natengeneza leather, natengeneza viatu, wallet, kibeti, nauza hapa, na batia wewe 50%. Wacha niweke credit nikupigie.
Namna gani wewe? Hii mambo ya kuishiwa na credit kila saa? Come on. Nunua hiyo simu ya Vodafone. Calling fiber to fiber is 0 shillings per minute. And it is not expensive. Only 2,999 Kenya shillings.
Alo hali wa. Hata fadhali hiyo credit ikae ninunue simu basi.
Faibika leo na Vodafone for only 2,999 Kenya shillings. It will always be free to call fiber to fiber.
All day, we expect our mouth to do all kinds of things. That is why it needs all-round protection. New Oral-B Pro Health toothpaste. Its advanced technology helps prevent both tooth holes and gum problems that can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your teeth, giving them all-round protection. Because your mouth is doing more than you think. New Oral-B Pro Health. All-round protection for your whole mouth.
Do more to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
When they flip and roll and start to crawl away, tape diapers can be hard to put on. Then it's time for all-round fit Pampers pants. Easy to pull on even when they're moving around for a great fit and up to 12 hours of dryness. And easy to remove. Just tear the sides, lift away, roll up the pants, and you're all done. Now available in size 6. Pampers, love, sleep and play.
Ajali katika sekta ya bodaboda zinaendelea kuongezeka kila siku. Chanuka na Bodaboda Insurance imeletwa kwako na Chanuka Fintech wakishirikiana na Credit Bank na kuwezeshwa na M-Pesa. Kujisajili kwa Chanuka na Bodaboda Insurance, bonyeza *277#, weka shilingi 200 kila siku kwa siku 10, alafu ufuatilie na shilingi 50 kila siku kwa miezi 6, au ufuatilie na shilingi 300 kila Friday kwa miezi 6. Piga simu kwa nambari 0711082627 au tuma ujumbe mfupi kwa 40438.
Naam, karibu tena mtazamaji, tuendelee na taarifa kemkem za NTV jioni. Na katika taarifa nyingine, tamasha ya vyakula inatarajiwa kushika kasi na kuwavutia watalii wengi huko Mombasa siku ya Jumapili. Itakuwa ni mara ya kwanza kwa tamasha ya aina hiyo kufanyika katika bustani ya Mama Ngina ambayo imekarabatiwa na kupata sura mpya hivi karibuni. Kevin Mutai alikuwa katika bustani hiyo leo na kuangalia jinsi maandalizi yanavyoendelea. Hii hapa taarifa yake.
Maandalizi yanashika kasi katika bustani ya Mama Ngina hapa Mombasa, kando na mandhari ya bahari. Shughuli hii ni kwa sababu ya shamra za kuadhimisha siku ya kimataifa ya utalii. Na hapa Mombasa, tamasha ya vyakula inatarajiwa kuwa kilele cha sherehe hiyo, kwani mamia ya watu wanatarajiwa kufurika hapa. Je, unapofika Mombasa wewe hula nini na chakula kiko vipi?
We have a number of events planned out, one of them being a food festival that will attract a number of food vendors within Mombasa who will come and showcase our coastal cuisine for the people of Mombasa and our guests to enjoy. As you all know, Mombasa is well known for food tourism and its unique food culture.
Kutakuwa na maonyesho kadhaa ikiwemo sanaa. Wafanyabiashara wadogo pia watapata nafasi ya kuuza bidhaa zao. Watalii kutoka hapa nchini na hata wa kigeni wanatarajiwa kufika hapa kushuhudia mengi yakiwemo mashindano yatakayoandaliwa ya baiskeli.
We'll have a group of cyclists who will come or cycle to destination Mombasa on Sunday. We also have a number of cyclists coming in from neighboring counties of Kwale and Kilifi, as well as far as Eldoret.
Kwa mujibu wa serikali ya kaunti ya Mombasa, maafisa wa afya watafika hapa na kutoa mwongozo wa jinsi watu watakavyotangamana. Hii ni kutokana na tishio la maambukizi ya ugonjwa wa corona. Wasimamizi wa shughuli hii wanasema tamasha hii itasaidia kurejesha sifa ya utalii pwani ya Kenya. Kevin Mutai, NTV, Mombasa.
Naam, shukran sana Kevin Mutai. Picha za kufurahisha hizo hapo bila shaka mtazamaji, na mandhari ya kuvutia. Basi kesho katika gazeti lako la Taifa Leo soma habari kemkem, ikiwa ni pamoja na msichana wa miaka 12 ambaye amewaacha wazazi vinywa wazi kwa kumuua mpenzi wake. Msichana huyo wa darasa la 6 anazuiliwa na polisi kwa kuua mpenzi wake wa miaka 19 katika mtaa wa Lang'ata hapa jijini Nairobi. Usikose basi kujishikia nakala yako kwenye gazeti la hapo kesho la Taifa Leo. Naam, mtazamaji, bila shaka taarifa za NTV jioni zinaendelea, lakini kwa sasa nataka nimpishe mwenzangu Yoshua Makori na mengi zaidi katika ulingo wa spoti. Mimi nitarudi hapa na kulikunja jamvi baadaye kidogo na kusoma tu baadhi ya yale ambayo umekuwa ukiyachangia katika jukwaa hili. Usiende mbali.
Hey guys, so I'm about to head out to meet the girls. As you know, this is the outfit of the day. We're about to go out and we're going to meet the girls.
Kwanza na kachai, tunasema mkate gani tamu zaidi, wenye afya tele tena to zaidi, bei yake bado ni ile ile nafuu, na unapatikana karibu na wewe. Selecta. Mkate ni Selecta. And now, Selecta comes with free Zesta jam for a limited period of time.
When they flip and roll and start to crawl away, tape diapers can be hard to put on. Then it's time for all-round fit Pampers pants. Easy to pull on even when they're moving around for a great fit and up to 12 hours of dryness. And easy to remove. Just tear the sides, lift away, roll up the pants, and you're all done. Now available in size 6. Pampers, love, sleep, and play.
Tangu nianze kutumia Pika cooking oil, hata kabla sijaandaa chakula, kila mtu ataka kuonja. Nikuongeze zingine?
Looking really good.
That is what this could be. Hii yote ni 5 acres. We are going to build the greenhouse for you, sell the produce, na pia
tutagawana faida 75%, 25%.
You mean 75% for me?
Sign hapa kwanza. First year yield itakuwa ni 67% na kuna taxes.
You mean tax?
Sign hapa na hapa. Additionally kuna 2% facilitation fee na warehouse charges. Sign hapa ya mwisho.
And this is a sure deal.
Completely transparent.
Okay.
If only all things in life were as honest as Airtel's amazing data. Get 500 MB free daily, 3.5 GB free weekly, and 15 GB free monthly with every bundle purchase. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Switch to Airtel and save. The honest network.
Mbiu ya kudunia viwanjani sasa imelia, tuende haraka. Niite Joshua Makori aliyekuwa bingwa mara 4 wa dunia na mara 2 wa Olimpiki katika mbio za mita 10,000 Haile Gebrselassie wa Ethiopia amekiri kwamba atamshabikia raia mwenzake Kenenisa Bekele katika makala ya 40 ya London Marathon. Bekele atapambana na mshikilizi wa rekodi ya dunia kwa sasa Eliud Kipchoge.
Who I support? Of course Kenenisa. Well, for me, I'm telling you, just, I don't know, as an Ethiopian, of course, I mean, you see, even yourself, if you love, someone, I love, just, I like, Kipchoge, but that's an Ethiopia because, the feeling, but no matter what, the best will win.
Sasa ndondi ni moja kati ya michezo ambayo imeathirika kwa kiasi kikubwa kutokana na janga la homa ya corona. Wanandondi wamepitia nyakati ngumu tangu michezo ilipofungwa hapa nyumbani mnamo Machi kwa sababu ya kuyazuia maambukizi ya janga hilo hatari. La kutonesha kidonda zaidi ni kwamba michezo ilipofunguliwa na Waziri Amina Mohamed, ile isiyo ya kutagusana kwingi ndiyo tu iliruhusiwa. Hata hivyo, timu ya taifa ya ndondi ingali inanoa makali yake kwa kufuata masharti ya Wizara ya Afya. Hali imekuwa hivi ya kunoa makali ya kibinafsi kwa takriban kila mchezaji ama mwana michezo yeyote tangu mwezi Machi hapa nyumbani Kenya kwa sababu ya janga la homa ya corona. Lakini safari hii waziri wa michezo Amina Mohamed ameruhusu michezo kurejelewa hapa nyumbani kuanzia mwezi ujao, ikiwa ni michezo ambayo haina kutagusana kwingi, lakini kuna hali ya wasiwasi upande wa michezo ambayo inakutagusana kama ndondi, na ni kwamba timu ya taifa ya ndondi inanoa makali yake hapa katika eneo hili la mazoezi la AVF kujiandaa kwa michezo ya kufuzu Olimpiki ya mwaka ujao kule Tokyo, Japan. Lakini mabondia wawili wa Kenya ambao wana tiketi za moja kwa moja, huyo ni Christine Ongare sambamba na Nick Komando Koth, pia wamezidisha mazoezi yao hapa wakiwa na tumaini ya kuendea medali katika makala ya mwaka 2020 ambayo safari hii yatafanyika mwaka 2021.
Mungu anafanya vitu zake na design nyingine, ni time ananipatia, yani work with this day work juu. Kama te game, unajua ndio Olympic yangu ya mwisho. Niliongea na God nikamwambia Mungu, hebu nipatie nguvu jisina. Kila time nilikuwa nacheza nikijiangalia mwenyewe, ambapo God anaweza kuwa ni time yangu anipatie hii ya nene shinde medal.
Ndoto ni ile aimati corona imekuja, hiyo imekuja na itapita. So venye nimeanzia saa hizi kupitia strength kwa sababu wale makoches wenye niko nao ndo wanajua weakness yangu. Hiyo bado ndio ndoto yangu, naamini kuna siku moja, hiyo siku si ati kuna siku moja, ni Tokyo 2021. Ninaomba bendera ya Kenya, wimbo wa taifa uimbwe juu yangu.
Rais Uhuru Kenyatta atafungua rasmi uwanja wa taifa Nyayo mapema kesho asubuhi. Uwanja huo ulifungwa na utafunguliwa kwa mara ya kwanza kwa umma baada ya kufungwa miaka 3 iliyopita kwa ajili ya ukarabati. Licha ukarabati kuchukua muda mrefu, hatimaye kila kitu kishwari. Uwanja wa Nyayo ni moja kati ya viwanja ambavyo vingeandaa dimba la CHAN mwaka 2018, lakini shirikisho la soka barani Afrika CAF likaipokonya Kenya wenyeji kwa kutokuwa tayari. Hata hivyo, uga huu utakuwa mwenyeji wa raundi ya Kipkeino Classic ya riadha ya mabara Jumamosi ya Oktoba tarehe 3 na itapeperushwa moja kwa moja hapa NTV. Tunachupa ngani hadi Hungary na ni kwamba mabingwa Ulaya Bayern Munich walinyakua kombe la UEFA la Super walipowanyuka mabingwa Europa Sevilla mabao 2-1 uwanjani Puskás mjini Budapesti, Hungary. Lucas Ocampos aliweka Sevilla uongozini kunako dakika 13 kupitia mkwaju wa penalty. Leon Goretzka alikombolea ni potelea pote. Mabingwa tetezi wa kombe la Carabao Manchester City watakutana na Burnley katika raundi ya 4 baada ya kuishinda Bournemouth mabao 2-1 uwanjani Etihad. Kinda mwenye umri wa miaka 17 Eliam Delap aliweka City kifua mbele dakika 18 kabla ya Sam Surridge Wakati mwingine ni muhimu kuishi kama hayawani ng'ombe. Akienda mtoni kunywa maji, yeye hajali kelele ya chura, atakunywa maji na ondoke ende zake, ale nyasi akamuliwe jioni. Potelea pote. Tutiana kwenye Mboni kesho wakati Uhuru anafungua uwanja wa Taifa wa Nyayo. Kwaheri ya kuonana.
Na asante sana Yoshua Makori. Mtazamaji asiyeshukuru ni kafiri. Basi mimi narudisha shukrani za dhati kwako wewe kuweza kuwa nasi kuanzia mwanzo hadi mwisho wa NTV jioni. Alitusaidia upande wa pili wa lugha ishara ni David Agondoa. Kwa niaba ya wale wote waliofanikisha NTV jioni, ni Salim Swale na kutakia usiku mtulivu. Kwaheri.
This is NTV.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Melissa? Mom, it's Dad's birthday today. I'm giving him a party just like he gives me.
Nothing makes a mother more proud than seeing her child growing up. But I know that as she learns to care for others, she'll face even more germs and the risk of illnesses.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Just 1 cup of Dettol protects your home and family from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
The Dettol range is available on Jumia. Shop safely and conveniently today.
Let's go! Okay. Okay. Feel it all through my body. Feel it down to my feet. I take it in my head and clap it to the beat. The speed is in control. Don't look, just check your pulse.
Hello? Dude, United on fire. United? Rashford is unstoppable. Tell me you have DSTV, Eddie. Do you know that I get more than 20 live matches on any given week from the best leagues in the world? La Liga, Serie A, the Champions League, the Premier League. Oh, what about that? Do you have Premier League?
No, we don't have that.
Eddie, if you're going to spend your money, spend it on the best football in the world.
Dial *423# to buy a DSTV HD decoder for only 1,999 shillings.
The risk of illness-causing germs is increasing. It is believed that the coronavirus can remain on surfaces in your home for up to 9 days. Touching infected surfaces is one of the ways in which germs spread. Regularly disinfect your floors, countertops, and kitchen surfaces with bleach, and use an effective toilet cleaner inside and outside your toilet bowl. This message is brought to you by Medifact, JIC, and Harpic.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola, taste the simple joys.
Let's go Kenya.
I want to encourage all people in Kenya to visit the national parks, game parks, conservancies, and make sure they experience what's happening in the conservancies and in our national parks.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
The Wicked Edition in association with Telcom, Kenya's most affordable data network.
Hello and welcome to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. Najua hata before tuanze show, hii mshaona.
I have a guest who is President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It's unbelievable. I can't even, it's unbelievable. Oh my God. I'm very thankful, Mr. President. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful.
Okay. So hiyo ndio standard reaction ya President wa Kenya wakilia. Muendelee. The gentleman has been identified as Dennis Moody, who was overwhelmed after meeting President Uhuru, mpaka akasahau kufanya interview. Now people have made such a big deal out of this. Ni kama yeye ndio Mkenya wa kwanza kulia juu ya Uhuru. Kama nyinyi ulia na mjapatana na yeye. Na sasa mkipatana na yeye.
Acha nilie kwanza. Oi! Oi! Ai! Oi! 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 Oi!
I think Dennis Moody was just being himself that day. He was just being moody. Now, it's been an eventful week. This week, the Interior's PS, Karanja Kibicho, ndio huyo ametangaza that 6-year-old aged children, amani children aged 6 years, will now be allowed to get identification cards. Basically, under 18 wanaenda kupewa ID, which means moving forward, COVID ikiisha, mabouncer watahave kutafuta ideas zingine za kudetect watoto. Buda! Unaniambia ati siwezi ingia na mimi ni mtu niko na ID, Buda. Nini wewe? Nini? Alafu bouncer anamwambia, Buda, mimi hakuna kitu unaniambia, siku hizi hata watoto wako na ID. Songa huko. Bouncer mwingine anakam, Jemo bana, achilia huyo kijana aingie. Yaani uwezi unao jamaa si mtoto. Kwani hujui tofauti ya mtoto na mikisi? Now, come to think of it, the ID card has always been a measure of maturity. Mgoshwa hii kitu haitapatia watoto kiburi. How does a teacher even send a child home to bring the parents? Akifanya makosa. Ati teacher sasa unataka tuingize mkoro kwa mambo ya Pythagoras theorem na mambo ya pi d. Hii ni kitu tunaweza discuss kama watu wako na ID. Mazesikia calligraph. The calligraph in me just showed up. Haters have dismissed this initiative claiming that it's not the first time serikali itakuwa inapea watoto ID. Kwani Willis Raburu utoa pesa na nini? Anyway, we have a great show lined up for you. Kama kawaida, our guest for this episode is a man of God, one of the few who've been able to cut across generations. Bishop Moja akona vibes poa sana, and I'm so glad he was able to join us for this episode. Bishop David Moreithi wa House of Grace is in the house. I also have some great vibes from Telkom Kenya. Yeah, affordable data bundle packages. The offer is still on. 30 GB unapata na 1000 bob only, and that's like heaven, mazi. Kama unatambua mtandao unajua hiyo ni kama mbinguni, baby. Telkom has the most affordable data packages. Na mnajua hiyo if you've been following the show, and I'll be telling you more about that in a bit. But first, more than 210 prisoners this week escaped from a prison in Karamoja region in Uganda. Isn't it shocking that they have prisons in Uganda? As the whole country was like a prison. Or what did they mean in geography wakituambia Uganda is a landlocked country? Ama hapo nimechoma. Anyway, the prisoners are reported to have made the run without any clothes on, as in they escaped naked, probably as a sign that they had nothing to hide. But there's only two reasons why the prisoners would have escaped naked. One, they, not to be identified using the prison uniform and the shame that comes with that, which for me does not make sense because uniform ya jela Uganda, huku Kenya ni uniform ya wasanii wa gospel. Alafu sasa in return, jela za huku Kenya wase wa udunga jazi za maniu for symbolism, you know, kufungwa. Now the second reason prisoners would escape naked is strategic. Sawa, ametoroka, lakini ako uchi, utamshika wapi? That said, let's turn to our reporter Kenyan NTV for other stories making the news.
Guesswork has this week witnessed a temper-induced form of cuddling at the Migori County ya Sebre, na duru za kutoaminika zimetuarifu kwamba jamaa huyu alifinywa na suti till he wished he had come to work naked. While breaking down this action frame by frame, our expert analysts have described this as one of the 48 rules of power. That is, keep your enemies closer. Physically, anataka kwenda wapi? Haraka ni ya nini? The advantage of this is that it reduces the distance covered by a punch by up to 70%, thereby minimizing impact, therefore ruling out a possible knockout during a confrontation. It is alleged that the Assembly Deputy Speaker, Mr. Omaba, who is fresh from impeachment, was the cause of the chaos. In fact, at some point, kuna jamaa alimchagamkia to show him some tough love. But turns out he is allergic to hugs. Our speculation department has observed that in almost every county assembly, there's always one old lady who escapes before the location changes to Iraq 2003. This was in Kisumu, and now this was Migori this week. To quote Kenny Rogers, the moral of the story is, every grandma knows that the secret to survival is knowing when to run. Basically, Guesswork has identified the coward of the county. Representing the Guesswork fraternity on the Wicked Edition, guess who? Kenya!
Good vibes from our reporter Kenyan NTV to good vibes from Telkom Kenya, mazi. Kwanza last week niliwaambia niko na 2,000 ya kupeana na nikauliza swali simple sana. Nipatie tu reason why you think I should give you that airtime. And keep ngeno bet pale Twitter @KipNgenoBet_ alituambia hapo ati my neighbor aliniwahi password yake ya wifi but speed iko chini mazi, hata kudownload simple Google page sometimes ni ngori. Mazi mniwahi hiyo 2K ya Telkom hata mimi niweze kushine kwa ploti miezi miwili. Huo ni mtu anajua na 2,000 ya credo Telkom uko na hiyo ni 30 GB yenye unaweza survive nayo mwezi mzima. Telkom Kenya is out here offering data bundle packages za nguvu. I'm talking about 30 GB unapata na 1,000 peke yake, alafu ukiwa na 100 bob unapata 2 GB coming with an extra 2 GB night bundles, na ukiwa na 60 bob peke yake uko na 700 MBs coming with another 700 MBs in the form of night data bundles. Why are you missing out? Why are you missing out? Now, of late, we have had increasing cases of depression, and I was particularly interested in the angle that depression can partly be blamed on absent fathers. As in not single mothers, absent fathers. Now, this comes at a time when single parenthood seems like it's in style, ni kama iko fashion. And then I came across this video where award-winning actor Denzel Washington made this controversial statement on the relationship between absent fathers and why many people black people end up in jail in America.
More important to make headway in our own house. By the time the system comes into play, the damage is done. They're not locking up 7-year-olds. It starts in the house. It starts in the home. And yeah, well, my father got locked up. Well, where was his father?
Yeah.
You know, like I did talk about my 3 closest friends, and they did, 15 to 25. One did 28, this and that. I was the only one of the 3 that had a father in my life, even though my parents were together. But I still had a father who was a gentle man and a good example, and they didn't. We can blame the system if we want, but they didn't lock any of us up at 7.
Yeah.
We were all doing enough to get locked up. At 13, my parents sent me in another direction. They didn't have anybody to help them, and they kept doing what they was doing.
History, maybe it applies that in our society, but how true is that statement? We have Bishop David Mureithi, our House of Grace, on the other end of this short break to help us break down this subject further. You do not want to miss this for anything. See you guys in a bit.
Safaricom iko na 500 MB free kila siku.
Get 500 MB free kila siku and never miss a moment. Dial *544# to activate your offer. Browse bila was on Kenya's best network.
Get fresh, gotta get fresh.
Downy's new boom boom pow, Downy boom boom pow. Smells bayana uchafuzi na zibi na improve Downy. Protect nguo zangu na nukia niko safi. Lazima niwe fresh na Downy's boom boom pow. Boom boom pow, Downy's new boom boom pow. Smells zote na zi boom boom pow. Powerful freshness, Downy's boom boom pow.
Nearly 1 in 3 children across Kenya do not have the proper nutrition to grow. But when you buy a bar of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate, you can help change the story. That's because we will use part of the proceeds to donate milk to less fortunate children across our beautiful country. Let us come together and show the generous spirit that is inside of all of us. Cadbury Dairy Milk. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
I have to admit, I didn't like Sukuma Wiki when I was growing up, but now I've created a way to make Sukuma Wiki tastier and meatier. I simply add 2 Royco beef cubes, and the end result is a rich, meaty flavor. And today, I have brought along my harshest food critics for a taste test. My kids.
More, please.
Royco beef cubes. Add 2 small cubes for a big, meaty taste.
Geisha aloe vera and honey, made with the goodness of aloe vera to calm and refresh your skin.
Be strong and last long.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Boy, esta pare. Simama pale. Leo umenifanya niamini mtu anaweza mea ndevu kwa magoti.
Hi everyone, welcome to the ITEL online launch. My name is MC Jesse.
And we'd like to tell you more about the ITEL brand. New ITEL.
SFT series, 6.6 dot notch screen, AI selfie 2.0, gallery draw, 2GB data bundle.
ITEL TV, the earbuds, IFB 11 super slim power bank, the extension strip.
Let's join ITEL to enjoy a better life.
Sky is a sisterhood of teen girls from across Kenya. We are all about being true to ourselves and what we believe in. From fashion and music to school and our friends, we celebrate the things we love and support each other in the sisterhood. You can be a Sky Girl too. Just go to skygirlske.com and take the pledge. Follow up on Instagram and Facebook at skygirlske.
Sio watu wengi wanajua maneno ya chuma. Lazima utafute ule fudi au wana deal na chuma ya doshi. Nikishika nasikia uzito, unasikia muongeze mshahara.
Jijenge na Doshi Steel, chuma ya nguvu.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
You are watching The Wicked Edition in association with Telkom, Kenya's most affordable data network.
Welcome back to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Like kama kawaida nimwambia, we have a great show lined up for you. Our guest for this evening ni Bishop David Mureithi wa House of Grace. Karibu sana Bishop.
Thank you very much.
A pleasure to have you. Kumbe, the absence of a father affects someone in the long run kwa life.
Yeah, certainly they do.
Okay.
Because one of the things about having a father in the family is because, first of all, you have a man of authority in the house. And particularly when it comes to boys. Vijana gets to a place where, wakifika a certain age, the single mother can have a very tall order or struggle in raising them and disciplining them.
Okay.
So when it comes to boys in particular, not everybody, but generally speaking, but you see boys respect their father. Then look about it. I mean, boys, what role models do they have if they don't have a man in the house? Your mother will always be a woman at the end of the day.
Okay.
You see, so having a man in the house is extremely crucial.
Okay.
And I do know that some, unfortunately, because of husbands dying or divorce or separation and stuff,
Yes.
they're not able to, and they are denied that privilege. But generally speaking, having a man and a man is a symbol of authority.
Apart from the psychological effect ya a father not being there, sijui kama yo absenteeism, deadbeatism can be inherited. For example, there's a musician anaitwa Diamond. You may have heard of him.
Umemsikia?
Oh, umemsikia. Oh, hujasikia ngoma zake. So there's a kuna musician anaitwa Diamond. He actually sings about, inaitwaje, he praises his mother a lot. His mother has been there. His mother has raised him all alone. And then he himself, sahi anajulikana kwa kukuwa na watoi different places. Unaget? And some of the mothers of his children, he's technically Father Abraham, some of the mothers of his children wanasema he's neglected their children. So would you say that this is something that can be inherited? It runs in the family.
I think it's not inherited. There's nothing to do with inheritance, but I think it is taught. Because, you see, what has happened to some people is that they have not been taught responsibility.
Okay.
So you father children all around, but you've not been taught or the foundational responsibility, and that it is beyond the bed, the affair that you're having. Some people think they just look the bed, but that relationship, when you have it, sometimes can go beyond the bed. So when it goes beyond the bed, what do you do?
Okay.
And that's where the point of responsibility comes in.
Okay.
So a lot of men need to be taught responsibility. Can you be responsible for the seeds that you're sprouting all over the place?
Pollination. Responsible pollination. Unajuanga standard grace period ya a marriage ama a strong relationship ni 2 years. It's because people skive marriage counseling. Could that be the real reason watu wanaachana haraka sana, apart from blue ticks?
I think kuna reasons more. See marriage counseling peke yake. You see, initially people would stay in marriages because of the pressure. It's also a question of being honest, because a lot of people are in marriages before which were not working, but they were there because of the sake of being.
The pressure hiyo ya watu wenye
Exactly.
wako. Kwa hivyo basi hii kupost marriage kwa Instagram it helps because the idea ya mko pamoja juu watu wanajua mko pamoja inapatia pressure ya kukaa pamoja.
Well, you see, when you start posting things, then when you don't post, we think something is wrong.
Ah, okay. So the secret of marriage is pressure, the bishop has said.
It's not really pressure.
Yes.
Because you can get married to the right person and you're happily married and you're okay. I'm talking about the people who separate.
Yes.
And the reasons why some of them are still together and some of them who have separated.
Okay.
You understand me? But there's still people who are happily married, love each other, and there's no pressure, there's no stress.
Yes.
And they're okay.
Bishop, what kind of a father are you? What kind of a father are you?
I have been a father for many, many years. I think my son is now 28 years. Yeah. I have got a father and a son, and never divorced. Same house, same wife. So that tells you the kind of father I am.
And what are you doing that other people are not doing, say?
I try to be the man, and she tries to be the woman in the house. So I play my role, she plays her role.
Okay.
It's a question of shining your shine, I shine my shine, just like the sun.
Oh, it's a marriage of shine. Sasa uko na kijana wa 28. Kuna ka theory ka stereotype kanazungukanga hapa. Mtoto wa pastor wachana naye. Have you ever come across that?
Yeah. There's PKs. I call them PKs, preachers' kids. You know, it happens. Not all of them, but it's just a stereotype that happens.
Unajua, there is always an element of truth behind.
Yeah, it's just like the way they say Kikuus are thieves, or Kambas are Kamote people, or Luyas are so and so.
Yes.
It's a stereotype.
Yes.
So that should not be the canon for every pastor's kid. That's what I'm saying.
Your son hajawahi fanya kitu ukajiambia.
No, even if my son did, my son is not the preacher. I am the preacher. My son was not called. He has his life. I'm the one who's called. My son is not a pastor. I'm the pastor. So my son should not be judged because of me. My son will grow up like any other child.
Yes.
And be like any other child, and maybe do everything that other child will do.
Yes.
That's how I tell even my church.
That's a perfect way. That's a perfect way to put it. So wakifanya makosa, you pray
it is
for
them. They're kids. They're just like anybody's kids.
I think they don't have the pressure not to go.
No. My son, I think, has done everything. By the way, he has had rastas one time. You know, he has had earrings. You know, he has done it all. But it's him, and I don't want him to miss a stage because of my calling. He can't carry my cross.
Bishop,
why would my son carry my cross?
No, first, Sawa, when as a bishop, right?
Yeah.
So, he has to go through the stages of life independently.
Correct.
Independent of the pressure that comes with being a man of God.
Correct.
Right? How does that make you feel that you can be able to influence me, who's not your son, and maybe he's not followed the word that you...
No. I don't think he's not following. He's following, but he's just growing. He's a kid.
Time yake ya kuokoka.
He's a kid. Yeah, he's a kid. My son is a kid. He's growing. He'll be saved by Jesus, not by me.
Makes sense.
It's Jesus who saves. I preach, I teach.
That brings me to the question of, then someone's behavior then is not tied to parenting. Everyone has their own journey.
They do, but parents have got a serious... You see, the Bible says, bring up a child in the way he should grow. And when he's grown up, he should not depart from the ways. So your work is to bring them up. So when they grow up, they make decisions.
Okay. Say kuna kitu inaitwa co-parenting arrangement, also almost the new norm. We have a cluster of people who talk about, mimi ni mtoto tu nataka, I don't want to be tied down to someone else. Yeah. What's becoming of the institution of marriage and the family unit? Aren't you worried?
I'm not worried at all, even though it's not the ideal. Of course, I know the ideal as a man of God. I know the scriptures as a man of God. It's a man leaving his father and mother and joining to his wife and becoming one flesh. I know that is the ideal. But then I'm not going to be judging people who think like they can do it otherwise in their own way. But I do know the ideal. So what happens then to the people who think, listen, me, I don't want this kind of thing, but I want a child. They've got decisions to make, there are consequences, and their choices have got consequences. So, but for me, I know the ideal, and I would advocate for the ideal and let them choose. God himself actually just gives us what is the right thing to do, and it's up to us to choose. He says, choose life. So I'm a chooser of life. which is the way of God.
What's the solution to these problems that we are seeing? Things that we can classify as, okay, now, but they are in the public now. The roles of a father, deadbeatism, I believe we can call it that, deadbeatism. What's the way forward for that?
I think, if you ask me, my perspective is just having standards, having the ground rules. I should have standards, I should have values, I should have mores that dictate my life and dictate how I conduct myself as a man and as a father. Okay. If you don't have standards, if you don't have morals and mores are the set of rules that govern you, then you will have issues. And I think everybody has to get to a place where they have those kind of standards and ground rules as to the do's and don'ts so that we can move forward.
Okay. And do you see marriage getting extinct in the near future now that watu wako na independent mind, nisikia wanaitwa big mind now?
Well, I don't think it's going to be extinct. It's
going to be short term.
We are way back countries that started this business of divorce, but the people are still getting married in those countries. Case in point is U.S. Okay. Divorce in U.S. is not a big deal, but still people celebrate marriages. Kenya is really behind. Kenya is like 500 years behind in terms of many, many things.
We are way
we are way behind. So I don't think marriage will be extinct, but I just think that, well, people will make decisions as to what sort of life they want to choose to live. If they choose to live the ideal, God's way, those will be there. Those who think they'll be single will be there. Those who think will be co-parenting will be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe there's actually, we have a concept called a fatherless generation. We have parents who, in fact, I can cite a video that we played earlier on the show of Denzel Washington, who actually blamed the incarceration of the black community to absence of fathers, who are also victims of the system in a different way.
Correct.
Yes. So this means that if things continue the way they are, we are going to a place that is worse than we are now. Should we prepare for the worst? Ama should we adapt to the situation? Ama, unaona, as you say, divorce ni kawaida na tuko mbali. It means bado hata hatujafika peak, so we can't even talk about flattening the curve.
Of divorce?
Yes.
Yeah, but I personally think that, as I said again, you'll always have classes of people, choices of people, all right? I think you'll always have that. There's no way you are going to ever eradicate co-parenting or single parents. But you'll also have those who will choose to stay together and raise homes. And as I said, consequences are there. Good thing is for them to know what happens when you choose to be a single mother, you know, or what are the pressures of being a single mother. Are you ready to bear the burden of loneliness? Are you ready to bear the burden of making decisions by yourself? Are you ready to make decisions without bouncing it off to anybody? You know, those are the kind of things that you need to get. Are you ready to be a strong-willed woman and at the same time take care of yourself? Because some of these single women, they are so strong-willed trying to raise children that they forget themselves. There are so many consequences that, so those are the things that they need to balance.
You've conducted weddings, right?
Yes, I have.
Kuna zenye umeona tu mnajembia nyinyi hata muendi mahali.
Yeah, I've seen some. I've seen some. I've seen some.
Lakini unaacha tu
I've seen some.
How does that make you feel? As in,
well, the best a counselor can do is basically just talk to them, not maybe directly, but indirectly. Tell them, listen, you do this, you do this. What do you think about it? You stay in America, you stay in Kenya. How is it going to happen? You know, those kind of things, you know. And have you thought about it, you know? Do you think it's going to affect your marriage, you know? And they insist still after you raise your concerns, and there could be so many concerns like the ones I've just raised. And I tell them, well, I have concerns about it. What do you think about it? Because it's for them to decide, not for you, as a counselor at the end of the day.
And you've seen them, unawawatch, alafu tena wanaenda sasa wanaachana huko, alafu unapata ile feeling,
they come back.
I told you.
Come back the same place. And I told them, well, I raised these concerns, and I told you. This business of distance, for instance, you're in America, she's in Kenya, you know. You're Oxford trained, you are nursery trained. Your education background is different. You're marrying out of your circle. The psychologists say that. Marrying out of your circles has got challenges, and sometimes you have to raise them.
I thought love does not know bounds.
Oh, please. It does. It does. It does.
Hizi stories are fairy tale.
It does. It does. You see, when the rubber meets the road, you have to understand that sometimes, and this is proved, scientifically proved, by psychologists and sociologists, that marrying out of your circle can be a problem. In fact, they've even said a Mzungu marrying an African can also be a problem because they're raised differently. Their worldview is different. The way they think, the way they reason, the way they live, okay, is different from the way a guy maybe from Nyeri lives, you know, or Meru lives, you know. The way they were brought up is different. So those things can collide sometimes. And that's why we tell you, before you get married, consider, are you able to cope with the getting married out of your circle?
Yani, you've just prophesied my breakup even before I find my Mzungu.
I'm not prophesying your breakup. I'm just telling you, consider the differences that you have and see whether you can handle them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're going to break up. There are people who get married and they're happy.
So for the people who are married, father, mother, and children, to create a stable home for children are people who considered factors like background, what they have in common before they settle down. Everything. I know, even in Kenya here. I mean, marriage is a parliamentary process.
Not parliamentary. I'm not saying parliamentary. I'm just basically giving you, and I think I'm very clear in my explanation. I'm basically saying sometimes, according to psychologists and sociologists, you have to be careful when you're marrying out of your circle. And I gave examples. That does not mean that you'll end up in divorce, but it may be challenging. And you have to overcome the challenges if you're going to be happily married.
Thank you, guys. The bishop has said that if you want a successful marriage, marry a woman with the same salary. I hope. I actually try to break down stuff for people so that they can.
You're misquoting me.
That's misleading.
You're misleading.
The same circle in Manisha.
You're misleading and you're misquoting. Those are not my words, they're your words. It's okay.
It's my interpretation because
it's your words.
I'm confused. I've always believed in the concept of love is blind. It does not know. But so when you actually explain that marrying out of your circle has psychological effects and could actually be tricky for you, I believe that presents a challenge even for ongoing relationships. Kuna watu hata labda mtu alikuwa na watch kama wamekaa pamoja, they've moved seats.
Well, I don't know how they're going to use the knowledge I'm pouring out in this place, but my business is to pour out knowledge and for them to hear me.
Asante sana. It's been a pleasure
to
have you come on. Karibu tena na tena.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
it. For honoring our invite.
Thank you.
Last word kwa watu wa kanisa na watu wa Injili. Kitu moja ya scare people a little bit.
No. I think the church is doing a good job, and the church should continue being the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Without the church, there is no hope. Things would be worse. Things would be worse without the church.
Okay.
So the church is still very instrumental and very, very critical for the well-being of the society.
Okay. Sawa. Bishop David Mureithi wa House of Grace. I've been to your church, by the way.
Thank you.
But nakujanga chini ya maji.
Thank you.
Kujanga once in a while.
You're most welcome.
Pale Langata Road.
Yes.
Asante sana. Now, that's it for the Weekend Edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.
The Wicked Edition in association with Telkom. Kenya's most affordable data network.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
Top dressing tips. Ensure the tea plantation is pruned. Split application is done twice at different times of the year. For tea, scatter the fertilizer around the tea bush and ensure the soil is loose. For coffee, broadcast the fertilizer around the circumference of the coffee branches.
Please feed your crop and soil with the best fertilizers for future prosperity. Call us today and learn how Mavuno Fertilizers is helping in increasing food production in Africa.
Shushu, wamesema hakuna harusi.
Kwa nini? Hapana, haiwezekani. Mamisha harusi lazima itaendelea. Nani anasababisha harusi?
Kofi. Sababu ya kofi. Nasema Safaricom iko na 500 MB free kila siku. Sasa tunaweza kustream hii wedo.
Hi, Shosho.
You make kiss the bribes.
Get 500 MB free kila siku and never miss a moment. Dial *544# to activate your offer. Browse bila was on Kenya's best network.
When you buy a bar of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate, you can help change the story. That's because we will use part of the proceeds to donate milk to less fortunate children across our beautiful country. Let us come together and show the generous spirit that is inside of all of us. Cadbury Dairy Milk. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
Jisot Nabonga is back and it's big. What's your style? Whether it's a phone with a great camera, a phone with all the latest apps, or just a phone with the right price to fit your pocket, we've got you. Jisot Nabonga Style Yako by redeeming your Bonga points for affordable smartphones at unbeatable prices at Safaricom shops and dealers countrywide or on masoko.com. Just dial *126#, check your points balance and go shopping.
Best quality KEBS certified steel. TMT steel bars. Produced from the most modern machines and technology. Reliable and with the highest strength. Suitable for all types of construction. That is, high-rise buildings, bridges, houses and roads.
Look for the Devki mark on a widest selling reinforcement, twisted and TMT rebars, which are KBS certified and have the diamond mark of quality. Devki Steel, Kenya's most trusted steel company.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain. Panadol Extra, now with new Optizorb technology, to fight multiple tough pains with 3 times more pain-relieving medicine in the first 30 minutes when you need it most. Seeing them support themselves makes any pain worth it.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
How many times do I have to tell you not to just come into my house anytime you feel like?
Akizia kama kanakuaga na kelele yake.
Tangu nianze kutumia Pika cooking oil, hata kabla sijaandaa chakula, kila mtu ataka kuonja. Nikuongeze zingine.
Are you a hardware and looking to become a Royal Mabati reseller? Register today to become a reseller and fundi in all our branches. Call our main line to register and for more details.
Are you running out of budget to build your roof? Don't worry, Royal Mabati Factory has you covered. Delivered free of charge as fast as possible. You can also use our Lipa Pole Pole offer to buy your Mabati and pay in easy monthly installment. Royal Mabati Factory. We are the best.
NTV, turning on your world.
The Trend in association with Oppo Reno 4.
Hello and welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdurrabah. I am using the brand new Oppo Reno 4. It actually looks really good. I'm not going to lie. That's not how I actually look like. The phone has just Yanni. This is a different person that you're seeing on the other side. Oh my gosh, the thought that one of you is going to be winning this amazing device and a smartwatch. Oh, we're going to be talking about that later on, so you'll find out how you need to be participating to win that phone online. However, for tonight, I have some wonderful news. Yes, I do. All right, so now listen, last week we were talking about get ready for this phone, the Oppo Reno 4. And then, guess what? Oppo just did it again. Now, the Oppo Reno 4 is just, like I said, it's a great device, and today we're going to be giving out 3 gift hampers to lucky winners courtesy of Oppo. So now all you have to do is answer these questions. First of all, you follow Oppo, you tag them, and then you use the hashtag Oppo Reno 4 and hashtag clearly the best you. Okay, so that's it. The question you have to answer tonight on the show while tagging us as well is, what are the 2 features that the Oppo Reno 4 comes with that makes the Oppo Reno 4 technologically the leading smartphone? Why? Tell us. At the Trend Live as well on social media, we'll be reading some of those tweets as the show goes on, so I wish all of you the best. May the best tweet win. But right now, let's find out some of the stories that trended this week. Man arrested for donating food and COVID-19 sensitization during the COVID restrictions. Is this justice for him?
In a place called Lithuania. And what you can see here is actually marijuana, taller than me. Why is it that we in Kenya are still stuck with the old ways of saying this is an illegal drug, this is crazy? My horse is telling me that this is hemp.
Narok senator wants the legalization of weed in the country. Are we ready for this, people? So Cape Town High Court did the Jerusalema challenge. You know the song Jerusalema. Who was handling the cases inside the court? That's my question.
So guys, welcome guys. This is NTV channel, and today I'm in Mombasa, and I have a guest who is President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It's unbelievable. I can't even. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Wow, man, that's just, he can't believe it. A reporter cries while interviewing Uhuru Kenyatta, our president in Mombasa. Ilikuwa ni machos. Wehehe. All right, so by now you know the drill. If you're new to the show, the hashtag is TTTT. Any story we talk about, you can tag us online at The Trend Live. I don't do this alone. Hello, Cindy, and hello, Quach. How are you guys? Good to have you on the show.
I'm good, Amina. Hey, Quach. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you, Cindy.
Very good to see you, actually. The both of you.
Quach,
are you well?
Good to see you, Amina.
Oh, thank you so much. Quach, there's another color other than black, please. You know.
Once you,
the continent,
once you go black, you can never go back.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Black
once you go quiet.
Okay, so listen, I don't know if you guys saw these stories. This particular one that we're going to start with. 2 ladies from Kajiado and Murang'a counties have been dealt a blow after the excessive court docket ruling that residing in a person's home, or having his title on an identification document is just not a proof of marriage. Okay, so within the first case, the lady had moved to court, I don't know if you heard about this, in search of orders to compel a person she recognized as her husband to offer her, you know, a share of cash from the sale of a home in Ngong. Alafu akapigwa na butwa, akajua, oh, wait, so hata venye tu tumekuwa pamoja all these years, hizi vitu zote nimemfanyia, wait, bado, like, huh? So, and this happens to a lot of people, by the way, where they move in, with someone and they live together for 10 years, you know, the Kamwi stage just becomes so, you know?
Yeah.
And everyone knows you, you know everyone.
Yeah.
And then until anything legal has to be done, you have to purchase something, you know, when it comes to inheritance.
Amina.
Yeah.
I have very simple advice to the ladies.
Okay.
This is very simple. Before a man tells you that you are my wife, you are not his wife. When it is time, we will tell you, I can stay with you for 80 years. Na sijawahi kuambia wewe ni bibi yangu. You are not my wife. When I die, don't come out trying to say, oh, nilikuwa nimeishi na yeye, nimekuwa bibi yake. No, 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 no. We have kids. You are not my wife if I have not said. We have property together. You are not my wife if I have not said.
But kwani mnapenda kuestia madam time?
Mbona let me ask you guys.
Unakutana na maparo wake alafu tena uendi hiyo ceremony nyingine.
Let me ask you guys. Why are you absolving the giver of the time? Why are you acting like wewe time ulikuwa unapeana hiyo time yako? Wewe ni mtoto, you couldn't see at this guy is just here to waste my time. Maybe I normally say if I am a bad person and you stick with me for 15 years, you are as bad decision maker as I am.
Oh, as you are a
what
person.
Do you
yes.
No. You see, the thing is, for somebody to be in a marriage for 15 years and have kids, there is something they were told, there's a promise that was made. But now that land is sold and there's money, all of a sudden we're going to court to prove that I'm your wife. I like that the court has put this verdict out because there are a lot of, you know, there was this whole talk on social media about women going with pants every weekend to cook for men to oppose in campus.
Yeah.
Iwe funzo kwa wanawake wale wanapenda kutembea na sufuria on your handbag. You are not anybody's wife. Iwe funzo, you've just met a guy when do nakisha stove. On the first date, unamwashia duvet.
Yeah. You know,
you are not his wife.
See those things they say.
It is the government that decides if you're the wife, not the in-laws, not the duvet.
But Cindy, you have to admit,
not the mama mboga.
You have to admit that young girls do a lot before, you know, getting that ring because it's made to seem as if it is the highest form of, I don't know what, that's how you will be respected the most, you know, and then this pressure is on the woman and you're told age, you're told like so many things are thrown at you. So then there's that level of despair or desperation that you might have because of the pressures that come with it. But the point is, kwacha anasema ati sisi ndo tunadanganya.
No, Amina, mimi, I want to disagree with you that, okay, I want to agree and disagree. Agree that it's true that some girls do the most, but while it's also true that boys also do the most. Like it's never a one side of thing. Well, ushaambia mtu mkutane and then they agree, tunakutana. Like today I was seeing a meme, at you send someone fare, ati ukuje. Alafu ukimpigia ati aya umefika hapi? Kumbe alishalewa na kwambia I respect you. I respect you. You are my brother. So what really happens is, I think the decision around marriage is just as a decision about life as any other decision. The way you make a decision about your career, the way you make a decision about your education, your everything. Make a decision about your marriage. Don't let someone waste your time if you know this thing is going nowhere.
Thank you, Coach, and I like that because there are people who are dating. I mean, five years you're dating. 5. He's not seen your parents. He hasn't even brought her chicken. And you're still hanging on to hopes. Now when uko kila subuhi when na mama mboga on a first name basis unanunua vitu, you're sprucing up his house.
Saa 12 ya asubuhi.
Ay, no. Jiheshimu nani? Jiheshimu.
And then
you are only married when the government of Kenya declares at the registrar.
You know what the worst
thing. And guess
thing?
what? Fun fact.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This is for you because you know time is a wasting. If you're 40 and you're after 40, if you go to get married, you have to get a letter from the chief to prove that you're single because the government doesn't understand why you're a 40-year-old man paying taxes and you're not married. What are you doing in this land and nation? How are you building the nation? 40. Now, Jolewa.
Cindy's talking about Chukwach.
Yeah, I think I still have like 2 years, so.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
2020 has shocked us.
Between 2 years. And you know, as men, by the way, before you get married to someone, I don't know, I think ni chief, and mpaka kwa wazazi wake. Because these days, even the parents lie. You go to the parents and they start saying, oh, ati wewe ndio wa kwanza ameleta. Hatujawahi ona mwingine. And this guy is married. Like he's been married 3 times.
They have to be part of your team. Like the same way, like imagine if you had a friend who's which this happens a lot with guys. If your friend is a player, right?
Yeah.
And every time he introduces a new chick, you're like, wow, you know me, I've never seen Kwach with a girl. Wow, you're the first one.
I tell all my friends' girlfriends that please behave well around me. Mimi nitakuwa kwa wedding yako, wewe hatuko sure.
Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, so now this week, a young journalist who was captured on video breaking down while interviewing President Uhuru Kenyatta in Mombasa on Sunday evening has been identified as 20-year-old Dennis Moody from Kakamega. A video of Moody crying went viral and has been shared on the interwebs. So he says he was just overwhelmed, as expected, by the presence of the head of state and could not contain his emotions. If you didn't watch it, here it is.
So guys, welcome guys. This is NTV channel, and today I'm in Mombasa, and I have a guest who is President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It's unbelievable. I can't even. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. So guys, thank you, son. And the president has assured me he will support me, he will help MKTV to grow to another level. Yeah. I'm very thankful, Mr. President. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful.
To be honest, I feel like that's how I'll be, like if I meet Beyonce. Like, nitalia, oh my gosh, Kwach, najua tu naeza fanya vitu kaa hizo. So, I understand. Have you ever thought that you'd ever meet anyone who'd overwhelm you to that point?
I think I would, but I also know that I've rehearsed this situation in my head. And the time when I will know how to act. Okay. I think normally people underestimate how you might react around power. Power is not a small thing. Even the president, people could be here criticizing him, saying, oh, this government has done this and that. Me, I'm telling you, if he walks in the room and says, Amina, nimekusikia ukisema kuna nini, ebu niambie, I tell you, you'll start fidgeting, you'll start saying, hata tukua tunasema hivyo, hata nilikuwa nasema, oh. This is just like your dad walking on you ukimsengenya.
No, but you know, also, I think he was just the thought of, you know, he's working at a station that's just coming up, and to get one of the most prolific figures, like it's just the head of state while he's in office. Here tulimpata mali ameretire, atitu alikuwa na kula mind, you know, like the president, like this is something he probably never even dreamed about, and it gave him hope. No, I think because mwanaume hamuliangi. Cindy, real quick before we take a break, your thoughts.
First of all, that soprano of his is not from Bungoma. Please, me has believed it's from Eastern Kenya. Kuliana ka soprano, I was like, he must be SDA by the weekend choir. The second thing, because of his age, it's fine. Anybody can get overwhelmed. I've had my overwhelmed moments. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years ago. Jidena was interviewed on NTV, and I met with Shiromorioki just sitting down, and Jidena walks in. And then suddenly, Cindy acquired a Nigerian accent. That thing I keep remembering. I bite my pillow. I'm like, oh my God, Cindy, you're so silly. But sometimes you're just starstruck. You don't know what's going on. So yes, I mean, I did diss him in a couple of circles. But he's young. And then, you know, when the president promises to support you, you just think, me, my life is set. I'll never work another day in my life. I'm set. My next generation is set. So that's why he was crying. Because, you know, he thought he made bank. So kudos to him. Yeah. And I hope a media house takes him up and maybe
make his dream
come true. A serious interview and we see what's up in a normal tone voice, baritone.
Okay.
Soprano.
I interview the DP Sasa. Okay, so Cindy, I'm so sorry I have to cut you short. We have to take a quick break. Remember, we asked you a question. Share, tag, answer the question, and follow Oppo for your chance to win the lovely hampers that we've got for you. We've got more amazing news about Oppo coming up right after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Geisha aloe vera and honey, made with the goodness of aloe vera to calm and refresh your skin.
Be strong and last long.
Do more to protect yourself and family from viruses that remain on the clothes. Separate laundry that has been exposed and do not shake to minimize the possibility of dispersing the virus through the air. Soaking your laundry in water and hand washing powder does more to kill germs than just a normal wash. After washing, dry your clothes in direct sunlight.
They say we do the expected. We say we're more than you expect. Sunlight, more than you expect.
Nearly 1 in 3 children across Kenya do not have the proper nutrition to grow. But when you buy a bar of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate, you can help change the story. That's because we will use part of the proceeds to donate milk to less fortunate children across our beautiful country. Let us come together and show the generous spirit that is inside of all of us. Cadbury Dairy Milk. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
We have an obligation. Make sure that there is safety to students when we are looking for a bus.
That is why we are using the high tensile steel from Doshi.
Jijenge na Doshi Steel, chuma ya nguvu.
I'm really glad that throughout this period of COVID, we are seeing great innovations that have come out of this country, which is really key and growing in this sector, which has been affected. They now have actually begun to innovate. They've started new films that are now being shown in different car parks where you can drive in and actually be able to experience and enjoy movies.
So, 25th September 2020, the Commission will be hosting a premiere of a local film, Uradi, which will take place at the Galleria Mall drive-in. Turn out in large numbers and let's watch and support local content.
As a country, we are actually taking these steps to move us forward.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Melissa? Mom, it's Dad's birthday today. I'm giving him a party just like he gives me.
Nothing makes a mother more proud than seeing her child growing up. But I know that as she learns to care for others, she'll face even more germs and the risk of illnesses.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Just 1 cup of Dettol protects your home and family from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
The Dettol range is available on Jumia. Shop safely and conveniently today.
As Kenyans, we don't waste a chance to perform. When we moved from analog to digital, we took the opportunity to share our talanta. And the rise of local radio represented our voices mtaani. And now, in these difficult times, free educational shows are helping our children learn from home.
Mawasiliano kwetu, nguvu kwako. Communications Authority of Kenya. Opening your world.
You are watching The Trend in association with Oppo Reno 4.
And welcome back. Please make sure that you're sharing all of your opinions. We're going to read them at The Trend Live on Twitter with that hashtag TTTT. Machakos Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua has been trolled on social media after a picture of him eating chapati while wearing a mask surfaced online. In the picture, the governor is seen sharing chapo, a soda, with a man at a restaurant, with both of them still wearing their face masks. So this was the image. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. Let me start off with Cindy.
Yes, I saw the image. You know, these days, you have to be politically correct. So if you're in a situation where you didn't have your face mask and you want to take a picture and post it on social media, like, let me put the mask on just so that I'm not trolled for not having the mask on. So I think it was just him being politically correct.
Oh, okay. So it's a situation of damn if you do, damned if you don't. You can't win. Exactly. It's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Quach?
What is it about politicians and these gimmicks when election is nearing? Like, what would they do to show us that they are normal people? Is there anyone that believes that, the governor eats there every day, mali alikuwa na share chapati na watu? This is not the kind of chapati. This is not the kind of chapeau. This is not the kind of chapeau we want you to share.
Oh.
Just do what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
I like that. That's not the kind of chapo you want to share.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, that said, we have to give credit. I mean, I think I've seen him for a number of years doing this. You know, very normal things, constantly talking about, you know, just the common person, common monanchi. You know, and Machakos has made, I think, a lot of progress in so many areas where other, I think, counties failed to really deliver on. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. However, go on.
Sorry, it has. I'm sure he has. I'm just saying that these political gimmicks that they do when the season is near, like now he was saying, Mudavadi has been copying him since whichever time he has been. Atio, nikikula chapo, pia yana kula chapo.
What?
Nikifanya nini, ye pia anasema. Nikiongea sheng, ye pia anaongea sheng.
Okay, sawa. Anyway, all right, so we've got to talk about the next story real quick because we have to take another break. My goodness, but outspoken Narok Senator Ledama Olekina has joined the campaign for legalize. Anyway, legalization of marijuana in Kenya. Olekina made his views known while standing in the middle of a marijuana plantation in Lithuania. Now, in this video, which we are about to show you, whatever it is that we can, he shared it on social media this past week on Tuesday. So now what the senator is saying is, Naiwake. Sindio, ama kwach, no?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
All right, so let's take a look at the video, then we can talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. I'm right in the middle of a farm in a place called Lithuania. And what you can see here is actually marijuana. Taller than me. Why is it that we in Kenya are still stuck with the old ways of saying this is an illegal drug, this is crazy? My horse is telling me that this is hemp. It is used for construction, for making ropes, but really it actually smells like weed. I might get out of here.
Marijuana pondikona mbogimzima inachoma. Kwach.
You know, what I like about weed is that it has a very weird way of coming out. Okay. Like now weed is making a whole senator record video kusema this thing, guys. We should legalize this thing.
This is the one. Hey, malimenifikisha Cindy.
Did he say my horse is telling me, or I'm hearing my own things? Did he say horse like Farasi? Oh, what did he say?
No, he said host. Host.
Oh, my host.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, this guy has smoked enough weed till he's saying his horse.
Do we hear the horse?
Telling him, you know?
Oh, my God.
So, Cindy, are you saying he should get off his high horse?
Oh. Yes. Malitapi and the chain. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
Malitapi and the chain.
Oh, have you guys realized how many songs have been released in the recent past, I think recent year, whether it's Gengetune, whether it's a urban jam, like with, you know, praising weed and talking about it?
Yeah, many.
Is it very common among teens today?
I think it is. I think it is more common than we care to admit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think? Legalize or not? At the Trend Live. Anyway, hashtag TTTT. I've got great news about Oppo, by the way. A chance for you to win the phone. Find out how after this very short commercial break, and then we get back and talk about some more trending stories.
Don't touch me. That was close. Don't worry, I've got your back. Oppo Reno 4.
Safaricom iko na 500 MB free kila siku.
Get 500 MB free kila siku and never miss a moment. Dial *544# to activate your offer. Browse Pilawas on Kenya's best network.
Wakenya, hii fight hatukuchagua, lakini tuko na choice. Tuchague kujilinda. Tuchague kuprotect familia zetu. Tuchague usafi. Kuosha mikono. Kuosha manyumba zetu. ndio tulinde watoto wetu na tuvae mask. Future yetu iko mikononi mwetu. Kenya, let's do it for the ones we love.
The Dettol range is available on Jumia. Shop safely and conveniently today.
Jisot na bonga style yako by redeeming your bonga points for affordable smartphones at unbeatable prices at Safaricom shops and dealers countrywide or on masoko.com. Just dial *126#, check your points balance and go shopping.
Ah, Helen Paul.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question for you. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I've been using it for years.
Oh, madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet properly, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic's thick formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach.
Wow, now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that she's part of the mission, the next house is yours.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medifax for Dettol.
The Dettol range is available on Jumia. Shop safely and conveniently today.
That is what this could be. Hii yote ni 5 acres. We are going to build the greenhouse for you, sell the produce, na pia tutagawana faida. 75%, 25%.
You mean 75% for me?
Sign hapa kwanza. First year yield itakuwa ni 67%. Na kuna taxes.
You mean tax?
Sign hapa na hapa. Additionally, kuna 2% facilitation fee na warehouse charges. Sign hapa ya mwisho.
And this is a sure deal.
Completely transparent.
Okay.
If only all things in life were as honest as Airtel's amazing data. Get 500 MB free daily, 3.5 GB free weekly, and 15 GB free monthly with every bundle purchase. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Switch to Airtel and save. The honest network.
This is NTV.
Tonight, the ball is back in Chief Justice David Maraga's court. How will he play it?
The Council of Governors, therefore, has resolved to seek a legal opinion.
Also tonight, cruising for a bruising.
Those dark forces are already working hard to cause fear and disharmony among our citizens. They are corrupting our people with stolen money, and they're beating the drums of war, all in a bid to scuttle change.
Building bridges or banning them. Plus, a family's dream of a quiet send-off for loved ones dies in shame. Solemn burial ceremony for 5 accident victims sullied by dirty, divisive politics. What was the bone of contention? And on Bullseye tonight.
Mefikisha tuka 60. Wale walikuwa wakisema mimi ni mzae, mlisikia wapi?
Musalia Mudavadi, stop copying me.
Battle to remain forever youthful.
Ajui hapa hasla tuko na dictionary. Dictionary yetu iko na C, iko na B ni bodaboda.
If you go further utapata a hustler is a male prostitute.
Search for the real hustlers.
I'm very thankful, Mr.
And when the journalist is the story.
I'm very thankful.
I have to admit, I didn't like Sukuma Wiki when I was growing up, but now I've created a way to make Sukuma Wiki tastier and meatier. I simply add 2 Royco beef cubes, and the end result is a rich, meaty flavor. And today, I have brought along my harshest food critics for a taste test. My kids.
More, please.
Royco beef cubes. Add 2 small cubes for a big, meaty taste.
Mimi ni fundi, naelewa chuma ya nguvu ni gani. Wini tulijuana 2010.
Ukitengenezewa mlango na chuma strong, utakuwa ukilala usingizi nono.
Jijenge na Doshi Steel. Chuma ya nguvu.
Oya ni aje, mimi ndo Jonte Fresh. Mimi ndio nimetambulika hii Gikomba yote sekta ya manguo. Jumio transform nguo ordinary za mtush zenye ziuka mna hii harufu ya bay into the freshest igikosh yote. Siri ni hii real mpya ya pink. Na kushow mtush zinang'ara kung'ara kushinda kamera. So clean, so fresh. Ma customer unaisana na hii story. Ninatumia aerial touch of down ya mpya tu.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
That is just for me. It really feels very comfy.
Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies.
You should also try Molfix.
Hey guys, so I'm about to head out to meet the girls. As you know, this is the outfit of the day. We're about to go out and we're going to meet the girls.
I'm experienced now, professional. I done wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail.
This is the game that's going to be remembered as the Lionel Messi match.
Last week, I murdered a rock.
Brilliant Kipchoge.
Injured a stone. Hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. Last night, I cut the light off my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Get fresh, gotta get fresh.
Down is no boom boom pow, down is boom boom pow. Smells by na uchafuzi nazipita improve down is protect nguo zangu na nukia niko safi. Lazima niwe fresh na down is boom boom pow. Boom boom pow, down is no boom boom pow. Smells zote nazi boom boom pow, powerful freshness. Down is boom boom pow.
You are watching The Trend in association with Oppo Reno 4.
This is, oh my gosh. So this is a really incredible feature, man. So can you even see what's going on? Quite on the...
See it.
So everything is in black and white, and then I can still see you.
What? Like
Wow,
it has
this is a great
colors
phone.
and it doesn't have colors.
I want to buy it for Butita. I feel like this is the phone.
We want to be able to see it.
No, we will. That's so mean. That is so mean. Listen, if you want the Oppo Reno 4, the Oppo Smart Watch, by the way, which we are also going to be giving away, we have a campaign. If you don't win the hampers tonight, because we're giving away 3 hampers, but if you don't win that, it's okay. We have a campaign until next week on Wednesday, midday. All right, so all you need to do, if you want it, is, if you want both of them, is share with us those amazing photos that you feel bring out clearly the best you. So let us know how the Oppo AI Color Portrait, which is what I was using, can improve your creative photo and video shooting experience. So use the hashtag Oppo Reno 4 and hashtag clearly the best you with the hashtag TTTT. Hopefully before the end of the show, we'll tell you who's winning those hampers. But for right now, let's take a look at the next story. The Jerusalema song, which by the way is one of my favorite songs, such a big song, was released end of November last year. But it was during the lockdown this year that the song, or the challenge, went ahead to go viral. Cape Town High Court takes part in the Jerusalema challenge, and people have been wondering, sasa makesi zitaisha kutini kama wasi wana dance. But anyway, is this challenge for everyone? Take a look. All right, so first of all, I prefer the remix, which I think that's what that was. But unajua kuna vitu zingine ukiona wase wengine wakifanya kwach, unafeel ni kama wanaka a little out of place, but it's okay, kila mtu ajibambe, si ndio?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to demystify workplaces. Like, be able to do fun things at your workplace. It doesn't take a lot.
Yeah.
Just only that now Wakenya wameanza tio, is your company mature, ama they're asking you to do the Jerusalem challenge. Guys.
I think we should do it. I'm going to try and see if we can do it at NTV. I'll go and just like get the news anchors and
Amina,
other
done.
presenters.
Good
and
luck
just
with that,
make them.
Amina.
I can try. I think there are some I can convince.
Mm.
I can try and beg Mark Masai. And I can try and ask Smriti. I
Yeah.
can ask.
Yeah, Mark is
Please,
I'll beg
please
all of
ask
the
Zainab.
Muslim anchors.
Yeah.
Please ask who? That sounded like
Zainab.
a personal request. Okay. Oh, no problem. Okay.
No, but you know another thing, fun fact, Amina,
Yeah.
that Jerusalema song, I think it's now the second most viewed music video in Africa. After Waymaker by Sinach, which is at 158 million. I think that song by what's the name of the guy?
KMG.
No, it's Master KG.
KMG.
Sorry, Master KG.
Oh.
Yes, Master KG, it's at 154 million.
But people buy...
Yeah?
People buy views, they make me so happy. You have 10 comments and you have 8 million views. Like, how does that make any sense? We better and it makes sense. But
do you know what happened to Brida Wewe? Why?
What happened to Brida?
Where?
I've got 100 in the streets. Ikwangi story. Okay, Sawa. So Cindy, unfortunately, we don't have enough time for you to talk about that. But I really want to hear your thoughts on this story. Now, you know Honorable Ali Noor, as he's famously known on Instagram, he was arrested while donating food in Kamkunji. He was distributing food during COVID-19 sensitization at Kamkunji, accompanied by Bahati wa
Mama.
Before his arrest. This comes after there were, uproars of politicians having mass gatherings with the COVID-19 restrictions still in place. Don't you think the country should be open? I don't know. I feel like manze events tundo haijarudi. Anyway, Cindy, your thoughts on what he was doing and being arrested. Thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree with his arrest. There was a ban on distribution of food that is not sanctioned or ordered from the chief's place, because we don't know what you're giving, guys. We don't know who you're from, if the food is contaminated, we don't know the source, we don't know who to follow up. And then, would I really call that food distribution? Would I call that monthly shopping? Because I counted, there were like 8 bags. And you know, when we're talking about food distribution, we're talking about feeding 100, 200 people. That I could have just said is a publicity stunt. So he rallied up. I think there were more people that he rallied with the Boda guys to create a sensation of the food distribution than the food packs themselves. So it was absolutely ridiculous. It was a spectacle. It was good that he was arrested in the sense that let's have some law and order. Let's not look for public likes and fame in the name of taking advantage of this vulnerable situation we're in COVID and giving food, and we don't know where the source is. If you're genuine, keep the cameras away. Why do you need an entourage of Boda guys to give 8 packs of food? I mean, I found it a bit ridiculous.
Unfortunately, Cindy, we are out of time, but thank you so much. You are right. We still do have to obey rules and regulations, and people need to stop taking advantage of this situation and politicizing it, surely. But thank you so much, Kwach, as well. Thank you for your feedback. We will let you know on line if you did win any hamper tonight, and of course participate in the campaign that's starting today all the way until Wednesday midday for your chance to win a smartwatch and also to win the Oppo Reno for All from Oppo. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Amina Abdurabba. We have a jam-packed show at 10 p.m. Catch you then, but time now for the news. Good evening.
The Trend in association with Oppo Reno 4.
Beat sensitivity pain fast with Sensodyne Rapid Action for clinically proven relief in 60 seconds.
Mavuno Fertilizers, a soil and crop-specific fertilizer in Kenya, helps improve food security by improving crop yields through application of scientifically researched, nutrition-based fertilizers. More than 500,000 farmers in Kenya can have easy access at affordable packs of 1 kg to 50 kg across major agro-dealers. Farmers who have used Mavuno Fertilizers have realized 30% more yield. Please feed your crop and soil with the best fertilizers for future prosperity. Call us today and learn how Mavuno Fertilizers is helping in increasing food production in Africa.
Family Bank and Simba Corp have been in collaboration to help you grow your business by offering affordable financing for acquisition of brand new commercial vehicles. Access up to 95% financing with a flexible repayment plan of up to 60 months and enjoy a 2-month repayment holiday. Call us today on 0703 095 445 or visit any of our Family Bank branches and Simba Corp dealers and branches countrywide. Terms and conditions apply. Family Bank, with you for life. Family Bank is regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
Are you looking to settle your family in an affordable, clean and serene environment? Look no further than Garden of Joy in Machakos by Optiven. The project strategically sits between the Mua and Koma Hills, providing you with beautiful landscapes, fresh air and a much-needed break from the hustle and bustle of the city. The Garden of Joy also comes with a jogging track, a meditation park and a children's play area, making it the perfect location to set up your countryside home. Get your value-added plot at only 1.295 million shillings. We also have flexible payment options of up to 12 months. Call us today on 0790 300 300 or visit www.optivan.co.ke.
Dad, all my friends are sick. How did this happen?
It's flu season.
Is it possible for everyone in the world to get sick together?
Never.
The pandemic continues to be on the rise with 195 countries reporting live cases.
2020 showed us to never say never. Ensure your happiness with APA. Should never ever happen.
Blue Pan Margarine. New look, same great taste.
Je, maumivu ya kichwa na kukosesha amani? Kaluma Strong hutuliza maumivu ya kichwa, maumivu ya mwili na hata huondoa joto jingi mwilini. Kaluma Strong ina aspirin kama kiungo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
You can now redeem your bonga points to save for your retirement today through CPF M Pension. To redeem your bonga points, dial *126#, select Lipa na bonga points, input the paybill number 921125 with your ID number as the account number and the amount you wish to send. To open your CPF M Pension account, simply dial *289# and follow the prompts. CPF, fulfilling lives.
Devki Steel Mills have provided quality building material with the widest range of associated steel products over the last 3 decades. Look for the Devki mark on a widest selling reinforcement, twisted and TMT rebars, which are KBS certified and have the diamond mark of quality. Devki Steel, Kenya's most trusted steel company.
This is NTV.
Well, good evening and thank you for joining us. It is the 25th of September 2020 and you're watching NTV Weekend Edition and we have a lot we've lined up for you. But first, the highlights.
Tonight, the ball is back in Chief Justice David Maraga's court. How will he play it?
The Council of Governors, therefore, has resolved to seek a legal opinion.
Also tonight, cruising for a bruising.
Those dark forces are already working hard to cause fear and disharmony among our citizens. They are corrupting our people with stolen money and they are beating the drums of war, all in a bid to scuttle change.
Building bridges or banning them. Plus, a family's dream of a quiet send-off for loved ones dies in shame. Solemn burial ceremony for 5 accident victims sullied by dirty, divisive politics. What was the bone of contention? And on Bullseye tonight.
Nimefikisha tu ka 60. Wale walikuwa wakisema mimi ni mzae, mulisikia wapi?
Musalia Mudavadi. Stop copying me.
Battle to remain forever youthful.
Ajue hapa hasla tuko na dictionary. Dictionary yetu iko na C, iko na B ni boda boda.
If you go further, utapata a hustler is a male prostitute.
Search for the real hustlers.
I'm very thankful, Mr.
And when the journalist is the story.
I'm very thankful.
This is Weekend Edition with Zainab Ismail.
Well, thank you for joining us. Our sign language interpreter this evening is David Agondoa. Now, a day after the High Court directed him to constitute a bench to look into sticky legal issues arising from the proposed dissolution of Parliament, which has since been suspended, Chief Justice David Maraga is steering clear of any talks surrounding his advisory to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Maraga was today in Kakamega County to open a new court where he declined to respond to any questions over his advisory. The Chief Justice on Monday advised President Kenyatta to dissolve Parliament for failing to enact laws enabling the implementation of the two-thirds gender principle enshrined in the Constitution. On Wednesday, Justice Weldon Korir suspended the advisory pending hearing and determination of the matter. Justice Weldon Korir issued temporary orders barring the dissolution of Parliament before addressing concerns that have arisen and may be a recipe for chaos. Leaders who accompanied Maraga however voiced their opinion on the dicey matter.
Has resolved to seek a legal opinion
where we should be having many officers. We don't have places for them to sit. Those of you who have been to Kitale law courts know that we have serious infrastructure issues there.
Well, on the 13th of January 2021, Chief Justice David Kenani Maraga will be heading into retirement after more than 40 years in the justice system. But none of those had more weight as the last four, in which he has served as the 15th Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya. Priding himself as a man of faith to the principle of the rule of law, Maraga's tenure has been a turbulent one, often delivering heavy jabs to the executive, the latest, a constitutional curveball calling for the obliteration of the third arm of government, Parliament. Leila Mohammed looks back at Maraga's time in the judiciary.
David Maraga is a Kenyan, like any other Kenyan. I enjoy my privacy, which I've not had since for the last 4 years.
For a man whose pronouncements are ever under scrutiny, Chief Justice David Kenani Maraga may be holding his breath to breeze through the next few months as he proceeds to retirement in 4 months.
I, David Kenani Maraga, Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, do swear in the name of the Almighty God to diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya.
Maraga's toughest test yet would come a year after taking the job, a Supreme Court bench of 6, delivering perhaps the heaviest blow to the state.
The presidential election held on 8th August 2017 was not conducted in accordance with the Constitution and the applicable law, rendering the declared results invalid, null, and void.
And thus began a would-be frosty relationship with the executive.
Maraga thinks he can overturn the will of the people. We shall show you in 60 days that the will of the people cannot be overturned.
I have no problem with the president. You remember even when that revisit remark was made, I invited the president and he was gracious. He came to the judiciary. We had a function, and he came to the judiciary. And in his address, he said, look, CJ, some of these remarks were made in the heat of the moment.
More run-ins with the executive over the years exposed a government at war with itself, the Chief Justice taking no prisoners on matters rule of law. When the judiciary was hit hard with crippling budget cuts, Maraga shot from the hip.
A few things we have experienced leave me wondering whether or not this threat is being followed. We have the issue of the funds for the judiciary, for example. It has persisted even before I became CJ. Not many people understand that financial autonomy to the judiciary is a critical aspect of judicial independence.
And when a constitutional dispute over appointment and swearing in of some 41 judges arose, Maraga responded the only way he knows.
The courts ruled that the president cannot change the list, review it, or reject some names. He cannot decide to cherry-pick from the list of nominees.
And just when many thought he'd go quietly, he struck yet again a stinging adversary to President Uhuru Kenyatta to send the 12th Parliament packing for failing to meet constitutional obligations on the two-thirds gender principle. Maraga's invoking of Article 261(7) has stirred up the waters and laid bare even more constitutional concerns. It is this degree of speaking one's mind that has earned him love and loath in equal measure.
The media say the CJ cries for this and that. I will continue crying for the Kenyan people.
As he heads into retirement effective 13th January 2021, after more than 4 decades of private practice and public service, Maraga looks back at the last 4 years with pride.
I would say that I have done my best. And as I said, I leave behind a judiciary which is very strong. We have done wonderful work. I believe in the fact that what you believe in actually ends up shaping your character. I believe, in the word of God.
But his tenure as the head of the judiciary was accompanied by niggling integrity questions surrounding judicial officers. Maraga says, just like other institutions, the judiciary is not perfect.
I agree there is corruption in the judiciary, even in the judiciary.
And he's parting short.
The power belongs to the people. And that's why I'm saying, if we all enforce the law the way it is required, we will have everybody accounting for his acts.
Leila Mohammed, NTV.
Well, the Orange Democratic Movement leader Raila Odinga once again called out those opposed to the quest for constitutional reforms through a referendum by referring to them as dark forces out to corrupt citizens. Odinga says the Building Bridges Initiative report proposing a raft of reforms will soon be unveiled in a veiled attack of Deputy President William Ruto, who has been in the forefront of opposing a change of the law. Raila likened the referendum drive to war between the beneficiaries of wanton corruption and change makers. Odinga expressed confidence that the proposed document will unlock the country's potential, taking note of the anti-BBI forces, which he claims have resorted to lies to derail the process. He was speaking as he chaired an Orange Democratic Movement Party National Executive Committee meeting, where he alluded to possible coalitions and political formations ahead of the 2022 polls.
To cause fear and disharmony among our citizens. They are corrupting our people with stolen money, and they are beating the drums of war, all in a bid to scuttle change. We must stop them from dragging the country into anarchy. We must forge new alliances and strengthen existing ones, with the aim of getting the country to move forward. Our existing alliance with pro-reform wing of Jubilee, led by the President, has seen the country move forward in critical areas like fighting corruption and initiating key development projects evenly to more parts of the country.
Meanwhile, President Uhuru Kenyatta has called on religious leaders to speak out boldly against the vices slowing the country down. Speaking at a meeting with the men of cloth at State House, the president also asked the church to be the voice of reason in a country that had been sullied by divisive politics. He said the church must continue to preach hope, remain non-partisan and shepherd the building of the bridges of unity. The religious leaders proposed to hold a National Day of Prayer on the 10th of October to pray for, among other things, the country's battle with COVID-19. They had presented a memorandum to the president on how to address some of the key challenges facing the nation.
I know the church remains above politics. But we all have a duty to help our people to know that we cannot be a nation whose sole obsession is politics. All year, every year, year in and year out. I call upon you to be the voice of reason and to foster messages of hope for the wellness of our nation.
Well, still on the politics issue, that a burial ceremony to bid farewell to departed loved ones is one of the most difficult experiences for kin, could never be overstated. As if the pain isn't worse enough, shameless politicians have perfected the habit of carrying their petty contests to the homes of those in mourning. Such was the case in Murang'a County, where a burial ceremony for 4 accident victims turned into a Tanga versus Kieleweke battleground. Naoma Sampao has more.
Nyakahora village had gathered at this home to pay their final respects to 4 of 5 victims of a fatal road crash. It was proceeding well until Kiharu Member of Parliament Didi Nyoro rose to speak. A man identified as Alex Mbote shouting down the Member of Parliament, reportedly for his inclination to the Tanga faction of the Jubilee Party, sympathetic to Deputy President William Ruto's 2022 ambitions. What was a solemn affair quickly turned ugly. Tanga and Kieleweke sympathizers turning on one another. All this while the families and friends of the late watching in dismay at the mindless audacity and disrespect for their departed loved ones and them. This man was left with a broken foot in the very accident. He was quickly driven to safety in the thick of the melee. But this is not the first time politicians are bringing their disputes to the sacred homes of people who have nothing to do with those differences.
We had heard even His Excellency the President having a very good will to help the family. So why would people come and start showing off who is helping more?
Siasa, wakati wa siasa itafika. Na nauliza viongozi wengine wote. Tafadhali mtu akiitwa vile tu mimi nilinyenyekea mwingine akiongea, tunanyenyekea tu. Mwingine anaongea kwa sababu mwenye kuamua sio mimi, mwenye kuamua sio sisi, mwenye kuamua ni nyinyi.
Locals have also condemned the incident.
Kama kuna differences wako nayo atisirete hapa kwetu.
Vinyangarika wanatumwa hapa waje waharibu. Hakuna mtu wa area hii ameharibu hii mazishi. Ni watu wametumwa kutoka nje ambaye si wa Mogoro ward wakakuja wakaharibu.
Naoma Sampao, NTV.
Oh well, now a fumigation exercise at Kelimani Law Court has stalled the bail ruling of Sirisia Member of Parliament John Waluke from taking place today. Justice John Onyego was set to deliver a ruling on their bail application, but has since pushed it to Monday next week to allow for the completion of the exercise. The two were found guilty of fraud in some 313 million shilling scandal involving the National Cereal and Produce Board. Elsewhere, police have been allowed to hold 3 suspects who have been accused of conspiring to defraud for 7 more days to allow for completion of investigations. The suspects were allegedly to sell 210 kilograms of gold to a Nigerian national, but they demanded half payment of the total 324 million shillings before delivery, after which the suspects went missing. Kiambu Chief Magistrate Patricia Gishohi said that the prosecution has established a case to warrant the detention. The suspects will be held at Muthaiga Police Station until the 2nd of October. Now turning to the COVID-19 situation in the country, and another day's high of 13 deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours, raising the death toll to 682. 218 more individuals have tested positive for the disease in the numbers announced today from 5,424 samples. Well, this means the caseload has now risen to 37,707. At the same time, 170 people have been discharged from various hospitals and home-based care, bringing the total recoveries to 24,504. Nairobi County recorded the highest infection numbers at 68. Kisii has 28, Mombasa has 21, Kisumu 19, Kiambu 13, Kajiado 11, and Busia County 10. Now, the World Health Organization says low COVID-19 infection numbers in the African continent is as a result of various socio-ecological factors. The organization also says that infection numbers have been on a decline in the continent due to early and strong public health measures taken by governments across the region. Eunice Omolo has more.
The World Health Organization has cited social and environmental factors among reasons behind low COVID-19 infections in Africa. Up to 9 in every 10 COVID-19 infections in sub-Saharan Africa are among people below 60 years, and over 80% of cases are asymptomatic, according to WHO. Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Matshidiso Moeti, says that early and strong public health measures have saved the day.
Governments took early, quite drastic action through the lockdowns at great cost to their economies, clearly, and this has bought us some time. They are now at the point of relaxing these restrictions, which really demands then two things: that the public health capacities should be up to speed all over countries to be able to identify cases, to test and isolate them, and to find their contacts and isolate those.
A mix of social-ecological factors such as low population density and mobility, hot and humid climate, lower age group, interacting to accentuate the individual effects are likely contributing to the pattern seen in Africa.
Some studies are underway to test if communities have antibodies, really to answer the question, are we missing very many people who are infected and not detected? And some early results suggest a higher number of infections than those that are reported in countries like Kenya, Malawi, and Zambia. But to extrapolate these findings to the national level, we think that further research is needed, going beyond urban areas, including in rural areas where transmission seems to be lower.
Meanwhile, a new research published in the journal Frontiers in Public Health suggests that SARS-CoV-2, the coronavirus responsible for COVID-19, is likely to be affected by the changing seasons in a way similar to other human coronaviruses and influenza. This would mean reduced infections in the summer and peaks in the winter in temperate regions. However, this seasonality is only likely to occur once a vaccine is developed and greater herd immunity is achieved, the report says. The authors also stress that the study is a quote-unquote best guess at how SARS-CoV-2 may react to changing weather conditions, although it can behave similarly to previous viruses. The new virus is unique and may react in unexpected ways. Eunice Omolo, NTV, Nairobi.
All right, thanks, Eunice, for that report. Time for a quick break here on NTV Weekend Edition, but take a look at this. Now, these are the aerial images of the Sai Kung Country Park in Hong Kong, one of Hong Kong's most famous and scenic parks, home to volcanic landscapes, country trails, beaches and mountain peaks. Well, we'll leave you to take in this moment of calm.
The Aerial Guarantee.
Asante sana. Sasa, ni nini kingine ambacho unaweza ukamfanyia msichana wetu?
Kila kitu. Hata kufua nguo na aerial mpya.
Basi, tuonyeshe.
Hey, sasa fanya haya madoa yawe sugu zaidi. Sasa tufue kwa kutumia sabuni yako na kutumia aerial mpya. Aerial sasa inapatikana kwenye pakiti mpya. Unaniamini sasa?
Aerial huondoa madoa sugu kwa mwosho mmoja. Ijaribu leo uamini.
Are you looking to settle your family in an affordable, clean and serene environment? Look no further than Garden of Joy in Machakos by Optiven. The project strategically sits between the Mua and Koma Hills, providing you with beautiful landscapes, fresh air and a much-needed break from the hustle and bustle of the city. The Garden of Joy also comes with a jogging track, a meditation park and a children's play area, making it the perfect location to set up your countryside home. Get your value-added plot at only 1.295 million shillings. We also have flexible payment options of up to 12 months. Call us today on 0790 300 300 or visit www.optivan.co.ke.
Tangu nianze kutumia Pika cooking oil, hata kabla sijaandaa chakula, kila mtu ataka kuonja. Nikuongeze zingine?
Devki Steel Mills have provided quality building material with the widest range of associated steel products over the last 3 decades. Look for the Devki mark on a widest selling reinforcement, twisted and TMT rebars, which are KBS certified and have the diamond mark of quality. Devki Steel, Kenya's most trusted steel company.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
So vile nasema, wacha nikubatie statistics. Niko na gamia 1500, tunakuwa drapo gamia na kuwa 6000. 2000 natengeneza leather, natengeneza viatu, wallet, kibeti, nauza hapa, na batia wewe 50%. Wacha niweke credit nikupigie.
Namna gani wewe? Hii mambo ya kuishiwa na credit kila saa. Come on. Nunua hiyo simu ya Vodafone. Calling fiber to fiber is 0 shillings per minute. And it is not expensive. Only 2,999 Kenya shillings.
Alo hali wa. Hata fadhali hiyo credit ikae ninunue simu basi.
Faibika leo na Vodafone for only 2,999 Kenya shillings. It will always be free to call fiber to fiber.
Sona moja imetengenezwa kwa njia spesheli ili kupambana na maumivu kwa haraka. Sona moja ina aspirin kama kiungo. Sona moja, kitulizo kamili. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Mavuno Fertilizers, a soil and crop specific fertilizer in Kenya, helps improve food security by improving crop yields through application of scientifically researched nutrition-based fertilizers. More than 500,000 farmers in Kenya can have easy access at affordable packs of 1 kg to 50 kg across major agro-dealers. Farmers who have used Mavuno Fertilizers have realized 30% more yield. Please feed your crop and soil with the best fertilizers for future prosperity. Call us today and learn how Mavuno Fertilizers is helping in increasing food production in Africa.
Sisi Kenyans, we are always ready kuzunguka for bidhaa na biashara. And now, Kenyans have kadhaa local and international courier service providers and new e-commerce platforms. The introduction of a national addressing system will fungua even stronger market links and leave no county behind.
Mawasiliano kwetu, nguvu kwako. The Communications Authority of Kenya, opening your world.
Well, thank you for staying with us. You're watching NTV Weekend Edition. Now, reproductive health awareness among women living with disabilities still remains a major challenge. Lack of proper sensitization for this group of women often leads to poor health services. But a capacity-building exercise by the United Nations Population Fund is changing this narrative, one conversation at a time. Take a look.
You walk into the hospital, heavily pregnant and in pain because the contractions have begun. You see a nurse and try to explain what you are feeling, but you are met with a puzzled gaze. The next thing you know, you are wheeled into the theater without any understanding or consent about what is happening. All this because you have a hearing impairment and you can't speak. The sign language you offer appears to be gesticulated jargon, and there is no translator in sight to help. If only this was a story out of a fiction book, but sadly it isn't. It is the stark reality of the real-life books of thousands of women living with disabilities.
When a woman is pregnant, a nurse is coming and that woman is pregnant. This nurse is not even listening to her, he'll just go straight to the theater and be operated. Many nurses have trained sign language, but once they go back to hospital, they ignore. They don't want even to practice it.
I don't know who said that there is one particular style of or position of giving birth. They will demoralize you more. They should include you, because by telling me lie on your back, I don't know do what, you might be harming me more.
The lack of enough knowledge and awareness among children is taking a tragic tangent.
Children are being raped. Like when you go to grassroots in the villages, they are raped, they are made pregnant. We just want to call upon the government to see how they can help these children, to sensitize them.
The fact that all of us, from policymakers to service delivery workers and the media, have to ensure that we see our society in the fullness of the diversity that is present within it.
Persons living with disabilities say they are in dire need of help, particularly pregnant women who lack appropriate equipment to deliver. For example, Beatrice says that the traditional hospital bed is much too high and large, adding to discomfort during childbirth.
How accessible are health facilities to people, for example, on a wheelchair? How accessible are examination couches to people who have mobility challenges? So those are the things we are trying to do to ensure that, as we say in the UN, we leave no one behind, including people living with disability.
Gina Kirori, NTV.
All right, thanks, Gina, for that report. And time for another break, but not before we celebrate a rat. Yes, you had that right. A rat, a 5-year-old giant African pouched rat called Magawa has been awarded a medal after winning the animal equivalent of Britain's highest civilian honor for bravery because of his uncanny knack of sniffing out landmines and unexploded ordnance. Magawa becomes the first ever of his species to receive a PDSA gold medal in honor of his life-saving work. Well, congratulations to Magawa the rat.
Melissa? Mom, it's Dad's birthday today. I'm giving him a party just like he gives me.
Nothing makes a mother more proud than seeing her child growing up. But I know that as she learns to care for others, she'll face even more germs and the risk of illnesses.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Just 1 cup of Dettol protects your home and family from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
The Dettol range is available on Jumia. Shop safely and conveniently today.
Family Bank and Simba Corp have been in collaboration to help you grow your business by offering affordable financing for acquisition of brand new commercial vehicles. Access up to 95% financing with a flexible repayment plan of up to 60 months and enjoy a 2-month repayment holiday. Call us today on 0703 095 445 or visit any of our Family Bank branches and Simba Corp dealers and branches countrywide. Terms and conditions apply. Family Bank, with you for life. Family Bank is regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
Are you worried about the weather ruining your new roof? Are you running out of budget to build your roof? Don't worry, Royal Mabati Factory has you covered. Delivered free of charge as fast as possible. You can also use our Lipa Pole Pole offer to buy your Mabati and pay in easy monthly installment. Royal Mabati Factory. We are the best.
Do your gums hurt?
Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Hello? Dude, United on fire. United? Rashford is unstoppable. Tell me you have DSTV, Eddie. Do you know that I get more than 20 live matches on any given week from the best leagues in the world? La Liga, Serie A, the Champions League, the Premier League. Oh, what about that? Do you have Premier League? No, we don't have that. Eddie, if you're going to spend your money, spend it on the best football in the world.
Dial *423# to buy a DSTV HD decoder for only 1,999 shillings.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Helen Paul.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question for you. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I've been using it for years.
Oh, madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet properly, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic's thick formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach.
Wow, now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that she's part of the mission, the next house is yours.
We have an application. Make sure that there is safety of the students when we are looking for a bus.
That is why we are using the high tensile steel from Doshi.
Jijenge na Doshi Steel. Chuma ya nguvu.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medivax for Dettol.
The Dettol range is available on Jumia. Shop safely and conveniently today. Ajali katika sekta ya bodaboda zinaendelea kuongezeka kila siku. Chanuka na Bodaboda Insurance imeletwa kwako na Chanuka Fintech wakishirikiana na Credit Bank na kuwezeshwa na M-Pesa. Kujisajili kwa Chanuka na Bodaboda Insurance, bonyeza *277#, weka shilingi 200 kila siku kwa siku 10, alafu ufuatilie na shilingi 50 kila siku kwa miezi 6, au ufuatilie na shilingi 300 kila Friday kwa miezi 6. Piga simu kwa nambari 0711082627 au tuma ujumbe mfupi kwa 40438.
It is time to get down to business. Welcome, I am Julian Amboko, and let's kick off with the Federation of Kenya Employers, which has asked the government to defer plans to introduce a minimum tax next year in order to help businesses recover from the impact of COVID-19. The tax will be charged at a rate of 1% of the gross business turnover and takes effect from January 1st, 2021, allowing the government to tax even loss-making companies. FKE, however, says more than half of the private sector enterprises do not have enough resources to meet their staff costs for the next 6 months, and deferring the tax could help them retain more employees. KRA looks to raise at least R1 billion shillings through the minimum tax in the first 6 months of 2021.
It's a risk. We're not saying for sure this will happen, but going by the current patterns on job losses and the numbers that have been lost, up to 1 million jobs, we said, are at risk of being lost, jobs and incomes. That is predicated on the figures that we have seen. The Federation is not predicting that 1 million Kenyans will lose their jobs, but you're saying, going by the pattern of job losses in the last 5 months,
which has really wiped out the jobs that we created in the formal economy, then the risk is that as many as those jobs would be lost, which would wipe out the year 2020, of course, in terms of any job creation.
Now let's cross over to matters tea, and grievances over the pricing of tea at the Mombasa auction stole the thunder as Parliamentary Committee on Delegated Legislation held consultations with farmers in Nandi County. Lois Wangoi witnessed the deliberations and brings us this report on farmers' pleas for greater transparency in pricing.
A day-long meet between tea farmers and the Parliamentary Committee for Delegated Legislation started at Chemundu village. Here, both large-scale and small-scale farmers aired their concerns in tea farming. Top on their agenda was tea brokers.
Why is it that these people are leaving cartels to frustrate farmers? I'm asking the government. Why? Are you colluding with these people?
Further, the tea farmers questioned the formulas used at tea auctions in Mombasa and which inform the pricing of their produce. Tea farmers advised the committee for their representation at tea auctions for them to bargain fair pricing of their commodity.
We want the farmers to be more empowered on how the markets are being.
We are aware of your issues you have raised. We will consult where it is possible to ensure we bring back the honor and glory of tea farmers in the country, and especially in Nandi.
Tea remains a top crop for export, having earned Kenya 138 billion shillings in revenues in 2019, with Nandi County being among counties which contribute immensely towards production. The Parliamentary Committee for Delegated Legislation noted the concerns of tea farmers in Nandi County will be looked into. Lois Wangoi, NTV Business in the county of Nandi.
And on to the regional landscape. The East African Community Council of Ministers this afternoon tabled a $98 million budget for the financial year 2020-21. The budget, which was tabled before the East African Legislative Assembly, allocates $49 million to the EAC Secretariat. This comes even as governments in East Africa have been urged to check on their expenditure as a way of ensuring resources are optimized towards the rebound from COVID-19. Stakeholders attached to the East African Business Council say that official development assistance is bound to be dispersed in the coming years, hence necessitating greater fiscal consolidation in the region.
It is most likely that there will not be more support and more resources. You know, Europe has a recovery plan, Germany has a recovery plan, USA has a recovery plan. They're supporting companies in their countries. They continue supporting African governments and businesses, but it cannot be expected that the support from development partners will double or triple.
And back to matters agriculture. Shrinking arable land, low funding for agriculture and lack of farm inputs and technology are some of the factors blamed for the growing food imports bill and the inability of the country to feed itself. But as Victor Kiprop reports, partnership between the government and private sector stakeholders has been cited as the key to unlocking food security in the country.
Every year, Kenya has to turn to its neighbors, including Uganda or far-flung markets including Brazil, for maize, Kenya's most important food staple, highlighting the country's serious food insecurity problem.
Kenya still is not a food secure country, which for me, I think it's something that is not acceptable. It's sad.
We cannot claim to be a nation that is independent if we cannot be able to feed our people and also ensure that they get jobs or businesses out of the same activities.
Stagnated or falling production coupled with a rapid population growth have now left the country spending billions of shillings on food imports every year. But the responsibility of ensuring food security will take just more than government-driven intervention.
Partnership between the private sector and the government is the way to go in Kenya.
We have to continue to give farmers advice on the best inputs to use under the kind of soil situations that they find themselves. We have to move away from products that are continuing to acidify our soils. And as Yara, this is one step that we have taken. we have taken the step of producing crop-specific products that are less acidifying to our soils, which means that the farmers are able to realize better productivity.
The Action Africa initiative, in partnership with 22 maize-growing counties, has seen more than 73,000 small-scale farmers benefit from cereal fertilizer in a plan aimed at improving productivity in the October-December season. Victor Kiprop, NTV Business.
And let's close by taking a look at the tourism sector. The food festival is expected to dominate this year's World Tourism Day as stakeholders in Mombasa bank on the event to revive the tourism industry. Several other events are expected, including sporting events such as cycling. The mega event will be conducted at the Mama Ngina waterfront as hundreds of both local and international tourists are expected to attend.
We have a number of events planned out, one of them being a food festival that will attract a number of food vendors within Mombasa who will come and showcase our coastal cuisine for the people of Mombasa and our guests to enjoy. As you all know, Mombasa is well known for food tourism and its unique food culture.
And that takes us to the close of business. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
Get fresh, gotta get fresh.
Down is new boom boom pow, down is boom boom pow. Smells baya na uchafuzi na zidi na improve downy. Protect nguo zangu na nukia niko safi. Lazima niwe fresh na down is boom boom pow. Boom boom pow, down is new boom boom pow. Smells zote na zi boom boom pow. Powerful freshness, down is boom boom pow.
Hi everyone, welcome to the ITEL online launch. My name is MC Jesse.
And we'd like to tell you more about the ITEL brand. New ITEL.
S16 series, 6.3 dot notch screen, AI, selfie 2.0, gallery draw, 2GB data bundle.
ITEL TV, the earbuds, IFB 11, super slim power bank, the extension strip.
Let's join ITEL to enjoy a better life.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medifax for Dettol.
The Dettol range is available on Jumia. Shop safely and conveniently today.
Breaking news from Molfix. Let's see what they're developing right now.
That is just for me. It really feels very comfy.
Molfix pants with anatomic fit technology. New Molfix pants, an invention from babies for babies.
You should also try Molfix.
Mimi fundi naelewa chuma yangu fundi gani. Wini tulijuana 2010. Kila kazi akinipatia anajua anatumia chuma ya standard na doshi.
Chris ni fundi mzuri. Tunamuulizanga hii chuma una shida ukisema doshi. Ni chuma aina gani? Na ndio hiyo akakuja kunitengenezea mlango naye akaniambia, "Wini kuja uone. Hii ndio chuma ya doshi." Kila mtu anapenda kitu smart. Kitengenezewa mlango na chuma strong, utakuwa ukilala usigisi nono. Security iko sawa na akili itulie.
Jijenge na Doshi Steel. Chuma ya nguvu.
Shushu, wamesema hakuna harusi.
Kwa nini? Hapana, haiwezekani. Mamija harusi lazima itaendelea. Nani anasababisha harusi?
Coffee. Sababu ya coffee.
Nasema Safaricom iko na 500 MB free kila siku. Sasa tunaweza kustream hii wedo.
Hi Shosho.
snake is the bride.
Get 500 MB free kila siku and never miss a moment. Dial *544# to activate your offer. Browse bila was on Kenya's best network.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Want to go shopping or fuel your car? You need a safe payment solution. Tap to pay with your Visa contactless card. Sasa maisha ni kutap. To pay, just look out for the contactless symbol on your card and at the cashier. Simply tap your card on the payment machine, and in seconds, your transaction is done. From time to time, you may be required to enter your PIN. Visa. Safe, fast, secure.
I thank you for staying with us now. A new political season, new styles and new definitions. The key word here this time is hustler, and it means different things depending on your political persuasion. It's all about persuasion really, and it seems the only Sheng speakers are likely to get to the political heaven. The struggle is real, and as Emmanuel Juma reports on Bullseye, Kenya's political lingo defies smartphone and dictionary definitions. Take a look.
Hebu tuwaonyeshe hustler kwa area.
So, today, let's begin with finding a definition of this word, hustler.
Anybody who has a smart telephone, Google who is a hustler. Google in your own phone. Ujue who is a hustler.
As we find our phones, Ndindi, what do you know?
Ajue hapa hustler tuko na dictionary. Dictionary yetu iko na C, iko na B ni bodaboda, iko na W ni wakulima na wafugaji, iko na H ni mahasela.
Sounds respectable. Atwoli has found the phone. Go Francis, go.
The brief meaning of hustler is this: a person who employs fraudulent or unscrupulous methods to obtain money. Swindler.
My, oh my.
Waheshimu biashara ya kila mtu. Kuuza mitumba sio kuiba.
If you go further utapata, a hustler is a male prostitute.
Tuache madharau, hii ni Kenya ya mahasla na tutaibadilisha.
Why do you want to be associated with such a name?
But Francis, it turns out this movement did not begin yesterday. Listen to Baba.
You know, the founding father of this nation, Jomo Kenyatta, was a son of a peasant. Himself was a peasant. He was actually a meter reader in Nairobi, running with a bicycle, reading the meter. So hii mambo ya kusema ati sisi hustler.
Leo wamekubali ya kwamba Kenya ni nchi ya hustler nation.
Kenya is much more than just hustler nation.
But as the hustling over this hustler thing went on, a new hustle over Msambweni was brewing.
I had a different view on the party fielding a candidate in Msambweni.
That could mean WSR is cornered. Ama namna gani, my friend?
Kwa sababu sasa hatuna candidate kule Msambweni. Sasa tunajipanga tu na yule mwenye wale watakuwa huko.
Right. And the son of Musa is also hustling on.
Niaje wase, mko vipi? Nimefikisha tuka 60. Wale walikuwa wakisema mimi ni mzae, mlisikia wapi?
Aha. Now, just call him a DVD. Problem is, one Alfred Mutua feels that is his line.
Musalia Mudavadi, stop copying me.
How now?
Nikaongea Sheng. Juzi niliona hata anajaribu kuongea Sheng vibaya sana.
But Alfred, there was a time you also did this and my DVD didn't complain.
Core
ochonyileko ogubula amangondo kahera neyi batiti basirira okwiba amangondo koko.
Lisikie wapi?
Okay, gentlemen, let's do that again and let the people decide.
Wacha ni washo. Kenya sio ya mabazu wanaokaa kwa kamati ufisadi wakisikiza tourism wa Japani. Tukiwa show ati graph yetu haina kibali, hakuna kazi, wanatudismiss kalale.
Niko kamili. Je, na wewe uko vipi? Sisi hapa Kenya tutaenda vipi tukienda mbele? Mimi naomba tushikane, tuwe kitu kimoja kama mbogi moja, ndio Kenya iende mbele. Ama wewe unaonaje?
Ukamna ideas zako, lakini zangu chorea. Ama pia ukikwama unaweza dandia fresh na mutua. Nikupeleke na Rieng.
The voting begins now. Back to that hustler thing.
Sasa wanakwenda wananunua wheelbarrow, pikipiki, sijui tangi ya maji, and then unaita vijana hapa na hapa, unapewa. You are in the government.
Ukiweka stand wheel na wheelbarrow, mtachagua nini? Stand wheel na wheelbarrow, mtachagua nini? Haya, nyamaza. Niweke stand wheel. Niweke tega na pikipiki, utachagua nini dadi?
Mimi nachagua pikipiki.
Stand wheel.
Something new in Kenyan politics every day. Talking about stories.
So guys, welcome guys.
All he wanted was a story.
Mombasa, and I have a guest who is President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. It's unbelievable. I can't even. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. So guys, thank you son, and the president has assured me he will support me, he will help MKTV to grow to another level. Yeah. I'm very thankful, Mr. President. I'm very thankful.
He ended up becoming one. What happened?
Time nilipata hiyo chance ya kumu-interview, I was very overwhelmed. Mkiona kwa hiyo video nilikuwa ni kama nalia hadi, but it was tears of joy.
Oh, by the way, could you please introduce yourself?
So my name's Dennis Moody. I come from Kakamega town, a village called Urambi.
Do I hear someone saying, I guessed it? Let's do that again.
I'm very thankful, Mr. President. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful.
And UK was impressed. Emmanuel Juma, Bullseye, NTV.
All right, and Dennis has a brilliant future as a journalist indeed. We wish him well. And you know, Madividi actually said, Olisikia wapi? Quite an interesting piece there by Emmanuel Juma. Time for break before we get to sports news. But take a look at this. This is Shan Jifeng, who hits the gym for at least 2 hours every day. What's the big deal? Well, Shan is nearly 70 years old. The grandmother from Shanghai has become a minor celebrity in recent months as her newfound and unlikely love for working out made national headlines. After becoming a gym bunny in December 2018, Shan lost 14 kilos in 3 months and now sports a flat stomach and toned body.
Safaricom iko na 500 MB free kila siku.
Get 500 MB free kila siku and never miss a moment. Dial *544# to activate your offer. Browse Pilawas on Kenya's best network.
Jisot Nabonga is back and it's big. What's your style? Whether it's a phone with a great camera, a phone with all the latest apps, or just a phone with the right price to fit your pocket, we've got you. Jisot Nabonga Style Yako by redeeming your Bonga points for affordable smartphones at unbeatable prices at Safaricom shops and dealers countrywide or on masoko.com. Just dial *126#, check your points balance and go shopping.
Royal Stone Coat, a product of Royal Mabati Limited, has the following qualities: safe for water harvesting for domestic use, outstanding weather performance, is KEBS approved, erosion resistance, premium quality with 50 years warranty.
Are you running out of budget to build your roof? Don't worry, Royal Mabati Factory has you covered, delivered free of charge as fast as possible. You can also use our Lipa Pole Pole offer to buy your Mabati and pay in easy monthly installment. Royal Mabati Factory. We are the best.
I'm really glad that throughout this period of COVID, we are seeing great innovations that have come out of this country, which is really key and growing in this sector, which has been affected. They now have actually begun to innovate. They've started new films that are now being shown in different car parks where you can drive in and actually be able to experience and enjoy movies.
So, 25th September 2020, the Commission will be hosting a premiere of a local film, Uradi, which will take place at the Galleria Mall drive-in. Turn out in large numbers and let's watch and support local content.
As a country, we are actually taking these steps to move us forward.
Are you looking to settle your family in an affordable, clean and serene environment? Look no further than Garden of Joy in Machakos by Optiven. The project strategically sits between the Mua and Koma Hills, providing you with beautiful landscapes, fresh air and a much-needed break from the hustle and bustle of the city. The Garden of Joy also comes with a jogging track, a meditation park and a children's play area, making it the perfect location to set up your countryside home. Get your value-added plot at only 1.295 million shillings. We also have flexible payment options of up to 12 months. Call us today on 0790 300 300 or visit www.optivan.co.ke.
Jisot na bonga style yako by redeeming your bonga points for affordable smartphones at unbeatable prices at Safaricom shops and dealers countrywide or on masoko.com. Just dial *126#, check your points balance and go shopping.
Top dressing tips. Ensure the tea plantation is pruned. Split application is done twice at different times of the year. For tea, scatter the fertilizer around the tea bush and ensure the soil is loose. For coffee, broadcast the fertilizer around the circumference of the coffee branches.
Please feed your crop and soil with the best fertilizers for future prosperity. Call us today and learn how Mavuno Fertilizers is helping in increasing food production in Africa.
NTV Sport in association with Showmax.
Well, thank you for staying with us. Let's now take a look at stories making headlines in the world of sports. And Valerie Ayebe could not have wanted a better London Marathon debut. She will be lining up along marathon greats in the streets of London next Sunday. Our reporter Lois Wangoi caught up with the athlete during one of her training sessions.
In association with the Communications Authority of Kenya, 20 years of opening your world.
On March 1st this year, Valerie Jemeli Ayabe limped out of the Tokyo Marathon just after 25-kilometer mark. She had sustained a hip injury. She now says she is fully recovered and ready to hit the road once again.
Hiyo injury imeisha na mazoezi iko sawa.
In October last year, Ayabe won the Frankfurt Marathon in a course record and a personal best time of 2 hours, 19 minutes and 10 seconds. Despite making her debut in London against an all-elite field, she says she is well prepared.
Kwa London Marathon ni mara yangu ya kwanza kwenda huko. Sasa natarajia nikimbie mzuri.
The 2019 Eldoret City Marathon winner will be facing a strong group of competitors, among them the world record holder Bridget Kosgei and world champion Ruth Chepngetich.
Sabu yeni champion, hata wewe uko champion yako.
Ayabei, who was not in the London Marathon start list before it was postponed to October the 4th due to COVID-19, says that she has managed to prepare well despite the pandemic.
Gonna my husband mwenye tuna train naye.
Ayabei has won several marathons, including Valencia, Barcelona, and Beijing marathons, and with her, October the 4th will be a lucky day for her to make a breakthrough in major marathons after finishing third in Berlin in 2018. We wait to see. Luis Wangoi, NTV Sports, 810 in the county of Elgeyo Marakwet.
Let's go Kenya, in association with the Communications Authority of Kenya. 20 years of opening your world.
And world champion and Olympic 5,000-meter silver medalist Hellen Obiri led Kenyans to a 1-5 finish at the Wonder Diamond League, ending meet in Doha. Obiri won in a time of 8 minutes and 22.54 seconds. World 10,000-meter bronze medalist Agnes Jebet Tirop came in second as the world record holder in 3,000. Fourth, where Eliud Kipchoge will meet Ethiopia's Kenenisa Bekele. Gebre Selassie will obviously be supporting his compatriot.
Who I support? Of course, Kenenisa. Well, for me, I'm telling you, just I don't know. As an Ethiopian, of course, I mean, you see, even you serve. If you love, someone, I love, I like, Kipchoge, but that's an Ethiopia because the feeling. But no matter what, the best will win.
And President Uhuru Kenyatta will officially open the Nyayo National Stadium on Saturday morning. The 30,000 capacity stadium has been closed for the last 3 years for renovation. Nyayo National Stadium was one of the stadiums which were to host the 2018 African Nations Championships CHAN, but the Confederation of African Football CAF stripped Kenya the hosting rights because facilities were not ready. The stadium will host the World Athletics Continental Gold Tour, the Kipkeino Classic. The international event, which will allow 6,000 fans only, will take place on the 3rd of October, and NTV will broadcast the event live. While the 2018 Commonwealth Games featherweight bronze medalist Christine Ongare and Nick Commander Okoth will be returning to the Olympics after 13 years and are optimistic that they will win medals in the Tokyo next year. This as the national team hit squad continues to train at the AVF gym in Lavington, keenly following the Ministry of Health protocols. Take a look.
BFK ilikaa chini tukaona baada ya kulegezwa kidogo yale masharti yalikuwa yamewekwa tuweze kuanza kufanya mazoezi tukia observe protocols, tuanze na mambo ya strength, maana kuna muda at least sasa ya kufanya strength. Hii ni part ya mazoezi ambao huwa hatupati mara nyingi nafasi ya kufanya,
kwa sababu mara nyingi huwa hatufanyi mambo ya kuinua vyuma ama kwa Kiingereza wanasema strength and conditioning, hatujawahi kufanya. Kwa hivyo unaona hata komanda anakuambia ni kama anashuku huwa wanaenda mchezo wakiwa unfit. Inamaanisha michezo itakapofunguliwa hapa nchini, wachezaji wetu watakuwa katika hali bora zaidi.
Tumepoteza a lot of things juu ya historia ya corona. Even though we are trying, at least vitu zinaanza come up, na bado measures zimekuwa mob mpaka watu wapimwe kama mabondia. Tangu kuja hapa unapimwa every week. Hao watu kuna certificate wote.
Mungu anafanya kitu zake na design nyingine, ni time ananipatia, yani work to this day work juu. Kama te game, unajua ndio Olympic yangu ya mwisho. Niliongea na God nikamwambia Mungu, hebu nipatie nguvu juu sina. Sasa kila time nilikuwa nacheza nikijiangalia mwenyewe, ambapo God anaweza kwa time yangu anipatie hii ya nene shina medal.
Ndoto ni ile ile, aimati corona imekuja, hiyo imekuja na itapita. So venye nimeanzia saa hizi kupitia strength, kwa sababu wale makoches wenye niko nao ndo wanajua weakness yangu. Hiyo bado ndio ndoto yangu, wanaamini kuna siku moja, hiyo siku si ati kuna siku moja, ni Tokyo 2021. Naomba bendera ya Kenya, wimbo wa taifa wimbo juu yangu.
NTV Sport in association with Showmax.
All right, and that's a wrap here on NTV Weekend Edition. Thank you for being part of this broadcast. Our sign language interpreter this evening was David Agondo. My name is Zainab Ismail. The trend continues in a few minutes. Stay with us and enjoy the rest of your viewing.
This is NTV.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough.